And then there's already a jump ring on the clasp. So you'd open that up and attach it, yeah.
That is so simple, isn't it? Isn't that really easy for you to do at home? But you're managing to create this look, which is a really high-end finish. Maggie, you're an absolute gem. You've made some beautiful pieces for us. Now we will be coming back over to you very soon for the challenge. And that is going to be coming up in around 50 minutes. Before that, however, fancy whole section of under £10?
Really?
Yeah, go on then. That's coming up after this. Hello and welcome to Jewellery Maker. I'm Jenny Cleary and I'm going to be taking you through from now until 1 o'clock. It is Wicked Wednesday, but we're going to turn it into Wonderful Wednesday because we are giving you some treats. And keeping on the W theme, we have got the Wags wicone today. Woohoo! Now there is so much packed into today's show. I have got some beautiful rose quartz. You know how I gave you the clear quartz and I gave you the green amethyst yesterday in the rounds that are all concave faceted? Gorgeous. I've got the rose quartz version of those. I am delighted that we have prehnite bicones in today's show. I have got for you loads of treats in a gemstone bundle. I've got a Kumihimo DVD. Now we have the Kumihimo DVD in stock today. Is this your one, Sarah? Oh, I will talk to you in a minute. We can say hello to you now. Now, hello, Sarah. I just thought, I haven't said hello to Sarah yet. I can't just bring her in. Hello, my love.
Hello.
Now, Sarah, we've done something a little bit exciting this morning.
We have. We've done the Beadloom DVD this morning. So,
Beadloom DVD.
We've done that this morning. It's all good stuff.
Now, you know I'm a big fan of that, so I'm really excited that I got to do it. We've got Gemma Crow next door who's got a workshop, but before that she's now, at the moment, as we speak, creating my son. Look at her, she's creating my little Maxie a Viking beard, because he came home last night, my children do this, and went, I need a Viking beard for Thursday. I was like, well, I've got work all day tomorrow, you're telling me this now, it's 8 o'clock. And I thought if anyone can do it, Gemma Crow of Felt can do it, so there she is, creating a Viking's beard.
I know, she just that's it, not phased at all, straight in there.
Is there any limit, Sarah, to this woman's amazing talent?
There is no
limit. I don't
limit.
think so. And what is there, what can't you make out of needle thread is what I want to know.
I know, it's amazing stuff. I've got it at home and I've been playing with the felt and it's just the most amazing medium. I am loving it. And there are no rights, it's just great. There's no rights and wrongs. It's so malleable, so easy to work with. I love it.
I'm so excited to see Max's little face when I get home and I'm like, look, this is a Gemma Crow original Viking beard. I will post it on the Facebook page. Please keep it interactive for us today. Now, Gemma Crow is there and she's making my son a Viking beard. So we are going to ask the question today, what has someone dear to you made for you? Could be a pair of socks. It could be someone's knitted you something wonderful. Could be that somebody's made you something that's when you were young and it's always stayed dear to you. That's what we want to know. What have you made for somebody else, or what has somebody made for you? 60777, start your message with the word James Studio and then let us know. You can also get involved on the website, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Click watch us live and then click send a message to the studio. So we want to know again today, what have you made for someone, or what has someone made for you? It could be your grandma or your mum, something that somebody has made for you that you've always kept dear. We want to know what got you the crafty bug in the first place. Perhaps that's what started it. Now I'm going to show you this gorgeous amethyst. Now a little tip for you, if you are thinking, right, I need that Beadloom DVD, it'll be in production in the next sort of 5 weeks. It'll be out. 4 or 5 weeks, maybe that at the latest. I'll confirm that in a minute. Might just be a couple of weeks. Now you're going to need these drops to add onto a warped chain. Oh, no. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Now I've got so much for you today, but let's kick off today's show with something rather exciting, jewellery makers. Let's kick off with Wags wicone. Woohoo! Back in stock. I am the ambassador for this tool. It's super wonderful. It's one of my favorites. Out of the packet, mine is going to come, and I'm going to show you why you need this tool. If you haven't already got it, you know it comes in and it flies out again. I know Sheila, if you're watching, our guest designer Sheila has not got this. It's in stock. Now's the time to make sure you've got yours. You place your thread through the wax wicone, and then you wind. Sarah, any tips for anyone about removing the cone from the wag?
No, as long as you've made that little loop and then taken the tail through the hole, then you cut the little loop, the part of the tail just falls out and the cone comes straight off. Very, very, very simple. And I just love the fact that you get that uniformity and the professional finish, and it's so easy to use, and you can use them in so many ways. And if you love Kumihimo, they're great for making decorative parts for your Kumihimo braids as well.
They certainly are. So let me talk you through this. If you've never seen this before and you're thinking, what are they talking about wire? What are they talking about cone? Wags wicone? I know it sounds like something you might catch, but it's not. It's a wonderful, wonderful tool which will allow you to create perfect wire work cones. If you want to finish off a wonderful bracelet or necklace as a chainmail piece, you want that perfect ending. Kumihimo, just giving it that perfect coil cap, that wonderful cone, very neat, very tidy. You can even wire twister your wires and then take it around the cone and get that Egyptian look. It looks truly wonderful. It really is a must-have tool, designed by Gary Wagstaff and the Wagstaff family. They are literally like the Brady bunch of jewellery making. Whole family of wonderful jewellery makers. They do visit us regularly, and we do see them very much on Facebook. Watch this space for the mini wicone and the larger wicone, because those are coming soon. The wee wicone is what I might call it. Now, Gary Wagstaff might be thinking, no, Jenny, it's but you know me, Gary. You know me, I am behind this tool. I love it. I think it's going to make your life easier. I think it's going to make your pieces look wonderful. We see so many Wall of Fame entrants with those perfect endings. In fact, we had one yesterday, a beautiful bracelet with that perfect cone ending. Loads of you are already on the phone lines for this one. You can shop online or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. This is our early bird this morning. All you need to do is click Watch Us Live and then add items to your basket. You can give us a call, 0800 644 655. Use your debit card or your credit card. Now, you will always receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee, no matter what you're buying from us here at Jewellery Maker. But whatever you do, get involved fast. This is your early bird. QBW. G27 is your item code. It's just £7.95 today as your early bird. Ignore the description. The description is incorrect, which is why I didn't have it up. This isn't a cognac diamond chain, and you are not buying cognac diamonds for £7.95. Just in case you think you are, you're not. QBW G27. This is, I can confirm, for a Wags wicone, not for the hot toddy cognac diamond sterling silver pendant with chain. It is for the Wags wicone. You pay just 1 P&P all day long. 0800 644 655. Sarah, talk to me about how this has changed your designs, why you couldn't be without your wax wicone.
Do you know, I love using this when I have a larger gemstone, say maybe a 10mm, and I make the wax wicones and sandwich that gemstone in between two of these cones.
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks beautiful. If you make the cones, you can actually pull them out and then actually extend them, so you have more like a spring, an open spring. That looks lovely when you spread that over the top of multiple strands inside. Great for all your finishing ends off. Things like Viking knit, where you have wires that you want to be able to cover over. It gives a really professional finish. Looks great on the end of chainmail pieces too. You've got so many different mediums you could use it. And also if you did the felt roving that Gemma showed on the inspiration show about a week ago, where she made felt roving, which is like a felt chain, these would be great to go on the end of that to create a professional finish to those felt pieces too.
Sarah, can you show us how you use this if I bring a wire deal? I've got some wire for you. Now the description, just so you know, is incorrect. You are buying a wax wicone at $7.95. You are not, our IT department are working on that right now. You're not buying cognac diamonds for $7.95, unfortunately. But hooray, the code is correct. We do have the wax wicone in stock. Now, before I trottle over, I'm going to bring you 0.8 wire. You've got 100 meters of that, and I'll ask Sarah to use this wire as I go over to her in just a tickle. 0.8 wire in 100 mil. We're going to give you 100 meters, sorry, in 0.8 is going to be great for your wax wicone endings. It's going to be wonderful for making rings, for being your backbone, your sturdy backbone. Now again, the description is incorrect. You're not buying cognac diamonds, you are buying wire. The information on your wax wicone is going to come up at the bottom of the screen momentarily. ICJM07 is your correct code, and the wire today is £24.95. Of course it's not. That's what it is on the website. You're watching the live show. The whole perk of watching the live show, aside from watching the wonderful Sara Elvin with her kits, $14.95. You're making a £10 saving by shopping with us here today at JewelleryMaker. You've got 100 meters of wire. The value is beyond phenomenal, and every time we give you wire deals, they absolutely fly out. So don't leave this one to chance. You are not, in fact, buying cognac diamonds in sterling silver. You are buying the gold wire. At the bottom of your screen, the wax wicone is $7.95. QBWG27. The description for that one is correct. Now let's take the wax wicone, our early bird, over with our super deal of the day with wire to Sara Elvin and see exactly how we use this wonderful tool. Maybe you use your wax wicone already. Let us know. Remember, the text conversation of the day today is, what has somebody made for you that is super special? As Gemma Crow's doing a workshop next door and is in the process of making my son a Viking's beard. There she is, God love her. Now, Sarah, you've got the wax wicone at home and you do use it a lot.
I do, yes.
Perfect
tool. Right, okay.
How do I do it?
Right, so let's get our wire open. And what I would always suggest doing is cut that little tail off your wire.
Keep it, just in case.
Yeah, you can keep that little piece, don't worry. You know, you can make your little jump ring or something else.
Yeah.
Like tap up. We know it's a nice straight piece.
It's always got a bit of a kink in it, the first one.
It has. Now what I would do is leave my wire on my reel.
Always.
Because I'm not going to waste any then, and also I don't quite necessarily know how much wire I'm going to need to make my coil. Okay. So sometimes you might want to make a little coil, and sometimes you might want to make a big one. Now what you need to do with your the end of your wire is just make a little loop, and all I do is go round my pliers and kink that tail back round.
And that's important because we want to be able to remove our wax wicone easily.
We do, and that basically we're going to cut that little loop off at the end. This little tail will just fall out and our comb will fall off beautifully, and it just means that everything is really sturdy while we're working on here.
Now there's a hole in the cone, and that works to our advantage.
It does. Now I'm just trying to pop that in there. So there we go. My little tail has gone through.
So there we go through. Just to mention to everybody, in case you've just tuned in, we're talking about the wire. It's not cognac diamonds for $14.95. We're talking about the wire. The code is correct. Unfortunately, we are having a graphical error there on your screen. You can get your wax wicone, the details for which are at the bottom of your screen. $14.95 for 100 meters of 0.8 wire.
Okay, so now I've got that there, and all I'm going to do is keep my finger on there and just twist and twist and twist.
Look how neat it is.
And if that's in the way, you can just push that out of the way with your finger and just keep going and just keep going, and just use the pressure of your thumb. It warms the wire as it goes through.
Just love the way it slots in place, as it should.
And then you just keep going like that. And as you can see, I'm using my right hand to turn the tool and my left hand to make the cone, but whichever way you're happier with. And you can decide where you want to stop. So that might be big enough for where you want to be. And again, you can mark this with a marker pen. If you want to get these exactly perfect every single time, the same number of coils, or you might want to count the coils, whichever way works for you. And then you can just, when you're happy, now what I like to do is I like to leave a little tail on there. So I've left a little tail. And then what I'm going to do, can you see this little loop here? Yeah. I can just snip that off. I'm going to put my thumb over it. And now if you see that this tail just falls out, oh, and my cone just fell off. So there's my little cone, and it just fell off my tool. You may have a little tiny piece that you want to tidy up. What I do with that is I just catch it with my round nose pliers.
Sometimes you can coil it over.
Just twist it in.
That can work as an anchor point for beading threads and stuff as well too, if you need it to.
So you can see I've just twisted that inside for me. There's no sharp edges there. And this piece at the end here, what I quite often do with that is I just make a little coil on the end of it. So take your round nose pliers, start your little coil, and I always go round more. So you can see I've already gone right round, a little bit more than I needed to start that coil. And then I'm going to get my flat nose pliers in there, move the wire in and round, and then you've got a
snuggie in.
Beautiful little coil on there, no sharp edges, just a little decorative finish. You can do that on every single one, and if you want these to be the same size, just measure them. If you make them 2 inches, you'll always get the same size coil each time, so it just makes a beautiful finishing piece. And you can hide so much in there. So if you have a Kumihimo piece, that's great for putting your 8 thread warps into, but you can use them in so many different ways.
You can see here, one of our beading buddies, the wonderful Sue, has used this to cap off a bead, and again you can see that Rosanna's done a beautiful bridal piece with some wax wicones. It just hides lots of sins. Can you imagine this on a Kumihimo? Can you imagine this on a macrame piece? How about imagining this as well on your chainmail instead of ending with a bead? Now remember, it's not cognac diamonds that you're buying for $14.95. It is in fact the wire. We're just having a little bit of a hiccup. The wire you're getting is 0.8 and it should be £24.95. We're giving it to you for £14.95. So you're getting a whole £10 off. You do have a 30-day money-back guarantee with absolutely everything that you buy from us here today at JewelleryMaker. Now I'm going to go back over to the centre and check out my new strands for today, and then I may take this back off you because I know they go missing.
They do.
Now your challenge as well is coming up. Sarah, Sarah and I have been in the building very early. Thank you, my darling.
You're welcome.
Very early this morning filming the new DVD for the Bead Loom project. So that will be, Chloe, do we know how long that's going to be in production? Roughly? About a month, says Chloe. So 3 to 4 weeks, erring on the side of caution. So soon, really, really soon. Now let's take a look at the gorgeous gemstones that I've got for you today. I am very excited to bring you the rose quartz version. The last 2 days I've bought you the clear quartz version of these, and yesterday I bought you the green amethyst version of these. They've been extremely popular. Today I bring you, and I know you've been waiting for these, particularly if you got the green amethyst yesterday, because they're going to go perfectly with your rose quartz. So pretty. That concave faceting just making these gemstones absolutely superb. If you bought any of the other strands, or if you're holding out for the rose quartz, you're going to want those. Now I've got some more rose quartz for you in bicones that will go beautifully, in fact, with this strand. You can really appreciate the clarity of these, in fact, when you put it next to other gemstones, can't you? And I've also got prehnite bicones. Now, if you're creating those summer festival pieces, you need these two together. Aren't they lovely? Aren't they pretty? I'll definitely do a bead weave project with those. I've also got, as I showed you a bit cheekily earlier, some gorgeous amethyst drops. They're going under £10. And I gave you these yesterday. This is your last chance to get hold of the last remaining few of the clear quartz leaves. I've got Black rutile quartz in the bicones as well. The Kumihimo DVD is in stock today. I have also got a matrix box going uber low for you. Kumihimo DVD. It's all in stock. Now look, I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strand bundle. And Sarah and I were just in fact using square gemstones in the Beadloom DVD, and they're wonderful to weave with. So you've got all 10 strands going for one price tag today. Remember, keep it interactive. I want to see your text messages. Off the back of the fact that Gemma Crow is creating me a Viking's beard for my son today, I want to know what somebody special to you has made for you. Maybe it was years ago, maybe it was when you were younger. We do have a workshop running today, which is why Gemma Crow's next door. She is doing the beading thread, Adventures with Beading Thread project today in the little beadery. I'm not sure if they can see us, but if they can, give us a wave, girls. No, they're too busy. Look at that Viking's beard's coming along lovely, isn't it? Now they are about to get started with their wonderful adventure with beading thread. Now, Sarah, you run workshops as well. You've just started running a workshop last week, weren't you? Oh no, you were in on Gemma's, weren't you?
I was sat in on Gemma's workshop because my Kumihimo workshop is launching on the 24th of February.
Have we any spaces for that?
There are a few spaces left, so if you want to get involved, give the call centre a call and ask to speak to Wendy, and she'll be able to deal with any queries or questions you've got and be able to help out if you need to get any travel arrangements and things. She's brilliant at all of that.
Now, if you want to get involved in Sarah's Kumihimo, I'm just hearing there are very, very limited spaces on that. So please get in early. Give us a tinkle, 0800 644 655, and ask to be put on the Kumihimo list. We'll give you some more information on that course, actually, and we're going to do that right about now.
Come and join guest designer Sara Elvin on our Kumihimo Projects Workshop. Explore the different materials used in both braiding and Kumihimo, as well as learning a variety of patterns, ending techniques, and many more hints and tips to get you started. The full course includes a selection of satin cord and organza ribbon, a selection of gemstones and findings, gold-coloured copper wire, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and the museum, and a chance to visit our shop. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
As a twist to today's show, we're going to do the Wall of Fame right now. Sarah and I love to do this, and actually we've got something extremely gorgeous that I'm going to let you start with, because I love this.
Oh,
yeah,
right, okay.
So cute.
This is so cute.
I need this.
I know. 291. Look at this beautiful wirework kitty. This is from Penny. She says, "Hi there, all at JewelleryMaker. I hope you like my wirework cat.
Love it.
It's made using 0.4 and 0.8 gold coloured wire with Larimar beads, all from JewelleryMaker, and a clasp from her stash. Good luck to everybody in the Wall of Fame, and thank you to all the guest designers for all the inspiration they give to us." And that's from Penny. Penny, isn't that? I just love that.
Perfect. Number 291. Is it? Are we doing the draw today? It's Wednesday. Oh, it's the draw today as well. Fantastic. Now, number 296. Very bridal, very lovely. Sheila. I really love this. Pearls. You got my vote every time. 296 is from the wonderful Tanya Mayon of Birmingham, and Tanya writes, "Hi JM Towers, please find attached this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. It's my first attempt at a bridal hairpiece. Well, it's wonderful, Talia, absolutely perfect. It's 1mm gold wire, 0.4 silver wire pearls, silver wire pearls between 2 and 3 millimeters and 5mm. And I've also put some glass beads in there as well. Gold wire and all the pearls are from JewelleryMaker, and the silver wire and other beads are from my stash. I would love a win to go towards the bridal course. Good luck to everyone on the wall. Love the designers' inspirations. They're giving me so many ideas. Kind regards from Tanya. Tanya, that is just beautiful. You must come on the bridal course. Actually, Sheila's starting to run an advanced bridal course now as well, which perhaps you might be ready for, Tanya, if you've already had a bit of a dabble.
I've got, oh, look at that.
Oh, that's lovely. This is a real credit to Mark Smith, isn't it?
Yeah, all the nuggets there. 292, and this is from Monique in Redditch, just down the road. She says, hi, Jewellery Maker. This is my entry for the Wall of Fame this week. I've made a gem-heavy Kumihimo.
Oh, it's Kumihimo! Gosh, there's so many gems on there. That must have taken you ages. It's wonderful.
No, it's so therapeutic. Once you've got them threaded on there, it's just so therapeutic.
Well, you're wonderful at that.
It's using golden rutilated quartz small nuggets with antique bronze wire at the ends. I have used hemp cord and beading thread for the Kumihimo. All products are from JewelleryMaker except for the toggle clasp. This was my second attempt at Kumihimo. Wow.
Listen, I can't even do the braid properly yet. I know it's me with being all fingers and thumbs, but gosh, I know.
And she said, it's my second attempt at Kumihimo. I did struggle with the ends of the wire, so it's not perfect, but it's for myself and I love it. It's taken a very long time to make using 2 strands of nuggets. I hope it makes it to the Wall of Fame. Well, Monique, that is gorgeous and well worth the time to make it. It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
I hope you wear it with lots and lots of pride because it is gorgeous.
And you do feel proud when you produce things like this, don't you? Now, this is one of my favourite techniques. You know how much I'm in love with the 3-hole spacer bars. I think and this is exactly why, they create those columns of colour in a very Egyptian way. And I'm pretty obsessed with the Egyptian era anyway. 297, I love the colour, I love the design, and I love your use of findings. I think this is truly beautiful. Chris Tolman, you are wonderfully talented. Look at this. Isn't it fabulous? And going 1 gemstone, then 2, then 3, making it splay out and sit perfectly. And Chris writes, this is my new version of my Wall of Fame from last week. I used more of the rubies, emerald, sapphire. This is exactly what I love to see being done out of those very exclusive gemstones. Tanzanite, they were given as a present. 3rd time lucky, and I will not be taking this apart again, as I love it. I love it too. Chris, it's beautiful. Best wishes to you all, says Chris. And Chris, you are number 297.
That's gorgeous, and I would never be taking that apart.
No way.
It's just beautiful.
It is just perfect.
I have 293.
Oh, I like that.
Piece here. And this is from, I think it's from Michelle. She says, hi all, here's my entry for the Wall of Fame for this week. It is a very organic looking moon made from 0.6 copper wire and moonstone nuggets, both from JewelleryMaker. It was going to be a bib necklace, but the shape went a little wrong. Luckily, the shape was just right for the moon. Now I have to find the right place to display it. I hope you are well. And that's from Michelle from Hartlepool. Well, Michelle, that's beautiful. And sometimes things that go wrong, it's for a reason. It's a happy happening.
Happy happening, indeed. A happy accident. Look at this. What beautiful findings. I love all that layering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different layers. Rosary link chain.
Exactly.
Do you know what I love? The use of the colours of the wire that you've used and the colours of the gemstones, very antique. I think this is beautiful. It's from Cheryl in Grimsby, and Cheryl writes, or Cheryl, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. This is my Wall of Fame entry. I decided to have a go at something different this week. All gems and wire, of course, from JM, and the connectors are from my hoard. I've been putting off doing a multi-strand necklace as I thought it was beyond me, but I'm so pleased with how it turned out, even if it did take a whole day. Listen, we could have wasted a day doing housework. Cheryl, don't you worry about it. Hoping for a win, as I have a massive wish list and a very small budget. Cheryl, get selling your jewellery, my darling. This is just wonderful. I mean, I'd buy that. I think it's stunning.
Do you know, that has got such a vintage feel to it. It's beautiful, and I love the colour combination. It's just, Yummy.
Yeah, perfect, spot on.
I have 301. I've got beautiful
Black and pink. I can keep saying that over the last couple of days. Very sexy.
And this is, she says, hi, I'm Sarah Jane, and this is my entry for the Wall of Fame. I was lucky enough to win second prize last week.
Woo!
And have spent every penny on adding to my gemstone stash. Good girl. This necklace has black wire and an amethyst slab, gems from the Punk Ambitions kit.
Ooh.
And added the cabochon, which is double-sided amethyst and black onyx. And that's from Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane, that's beautiful.
Stunning.
I love it. 301.
Gorgeous. I like the photography, Sarah Jane, as well. Have a look at this. Wow. Now that is good. I love the way the pearls are nesting almost inside the chainmail. This is just striking, and you're so talented. 301 is from Emma Jones in St Austell in Cornwall. Lucky thing. Emma writes, here is my week's entry for the Wall of Fame. It's a choker length necklace made using the Byzantine weave. The jump rings and pearls and wire are all, of course, from JM. The chain is from my stash. It has taken over 400 jump rings to make, but was well worth it, as I love it. I hope you do too. I think it's adorable.
Do you know that design just adds to the opulence of those pearls, and they just gives them so much beautiful frame around them. I love that.
Even to the dropper, the extender here, we've got detail, and it's wonderful, really wonderful detail. So a huge congratulations to you, Emma. I think you're very, very talented, and the pearls look perfect, by the way.
They do.
Oh,
I know.
We have got a huge Rachel Norris inspiration there.
I saw this on the JewelleryMaker Facebook page. It's just brilliant. 303, and this is from Jennifer Whitehouse. This says, this is my entry for the Wall of Fame. Is an unfinished item because I've run out of 0.4 wire. But I thought I would be cheeky and share it now, as Rachel has recently been on JewelleryMaker. I feel we are so lucky that you can provide us with designer inspirations, DVDs and Facebook contact with the guest designers. They are all good and have different skills and ability, and they're all willing to share. As you can see, it took 3 tries to get the dragonfly before I was anywhere near happy with it. So I think the spares maybe for a sun catcher.
Oh, that would be stunning.
Oh, wouldn't it just look gorgeous? You know that I love you all, and thank you for wishing me happy birthday last Tuesday.
Oh, Jen, happy birthday.
Lots of love to Jenny. Lots of love to, that's from Jenny in Moseley. Isn't that gorgeous?
P.S. I'm praying for a wire delivery.
Oh, yes, I hope it arrives soon so you can get that all finished, but it's gorgeous. Love it.
It is gorgeous. Hey, I'm loving that we can do all these Wall of Fame. Sometimes graphical errors are a blessing in disguise. Jewellery makers. 304. I've got some coral for you today, and it's gorgeous. So if you love your reds, and this is very Valentino.
It is.
Number 304 is from Lorenza. Lorenza. What a gorgeous name. From Mitcham in Surrey. And Lorenza writes, I am back with my new entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It has been a long time, about 3 months. I was on holiday in November. How dare you be on a holiday in November and December, Lorenza? I'm very jealous. I made a Kumihimo braided cord for this necklace, the hair comb and earring set for St Valentine's Day. All gems I bought from JewelleryMaker. I used red agate rounds, red and pink satin cord and rose gold findings. I hope to see the set on the Wall of Fame and win. Nice to see Lucy, Carol and Fia back. Also good to see the new presenters Ed and others. I am enjoying watching you all, and good fun and spending too much. I thank you all at JM. Keep up the good work. From the gorgeously named Lorenza. And how could you fail to be gorgeous with a name like that? Number 304.
She's just down the road from me in Mitcham as well.
Is she?
Yeah, not far at all.
Oh.
294. I love this double-tiered necklace with these pearls. She says, this is from June in Halifax. She says, hi, all at JewelleryMaker. Here is this week's entry to the Wall of Fame, made with cultured purple baroque pearls, silver keshi pearls and grey pearls. All components are from JewelleryMaker. Thanks for all the wonderful inspiration we get from everyone. So you keep so many people very busy and very happy. And that's from June in Halifax. June, that is lovely. What a classic, gorgeous piece.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Now, we've got 2 more each to do, which we will do later, because we're now going to go over and have a look at the first kit, which I am going to give to you over by Sarah. We're going to go together about turn. Are you ready? Trot on. This could go wrong. We should sing, let's get physical, physical. Now, Sarah, I've been thieving jewellery from you this morning. I'm not sure which kit these earrings are from, but this is the kit that I thought you had a strand of precious sapphires.
I know.
In fact, with. We're going to be able to give you this kit now, so please get on board soon. I didn't know which one. I couldn't decide. I was like, oh gosh, I love it all. These earrings are just stunningly gorgeous. I love all of this kit. Your beadwork here is excellent. I'm a particular fan of this bracelet. Oh, are you going to demo that?
Yes.
Brilliant. That means there'll be two and I can steal one. Now, have a look at what Sarah's created. Then I'm going to give you... Look, how gorgeous is that? I love it. I love it. Hands off, Chloe, it's mine. And again, a bit more subtle, a bit more girly, a bit more feminine. Beautiful. I've decided I'm going to give everybody in my house a Valentine's gift this year.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna, Look at this. You can see the aquamarine in that bracelet actually, Sarah, and it's beautiful. Now, the multicoloured quartz, I think, takes on the colours of sapphire. You've got beautiful earrings here. Oh, I love this kit. Have a look at it. You've done like a star pendant or a flower-shaped pendant on the next one. Yeah. Really using your beading skills here, Sarah, with this kit. And actually, there's another kit later on that we've got with seedy beads that, again, really pushing the boundaries with seedy beads. We've got smaller rounds in this one. So this would be a perfect kit if you're thinking about getting a kit and using it for a little bit of beadwork and a little bit of soutache and a little bit of this, that, and the other. You know, it's great for that. If you've got the bead loom, this would be a great kit as well with your rounds. Have a look at the pendant that Sarah's made from this kit. Isn't it gorgeous? It's called Sing a Rainbow. Oh. Have a look at that. Do you know, not yesterday but the day before, we saw about 7 rainbows because there was such a huge thunderstorm and it was wonderful.
I saw loads when I drove home the other week, and I saw double rainbows as well.
Ooh, yeah, so did we. We got out the car to take pictures of them and make wishes. Now look at the earrings. Do you know, Sarah's made ever such a lot with this kit. It is beautiful. Look at that. I mean, they're gorgeous. Those very nearly went in my ears, those ones. I was very stuck. Now have a look. Now see whether you think, when I first saw this, I was stood a couple of metres away and I went, Sarah, you've never had sapphire in your kit. Sarah said, no, it's not sapphire. Do you know what it is? It's because you've got sodalite and the pinks. Don't you think that looks like a mix of our multicoloured sapphire strands? Isn't this beautiful? The earrings in aquamarine. Now to the side, I adore those.
I know, aren't they lovely?
Aren't they gorgeous?
And
I didn't see those before.
Those findings just add to that design so beautifully. Those new earring findings.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I think it's the first time I've used them actually as earring findings. I normally, you know, turn them into something else. But they are gorgeous. Well,
it's easy, you know, because they're that perfect round, it's very tempting. And then you've got a really gorgeous Shambhala style bracelet on the end with the blues. And what I like is the new findings. You get 100 of those in this kit, so you get ever such a lot. Are these earrings from this kit or from a different one? No, they're from the other one.
From the other one, yes.
Now, Sarah is going to show us. I'm going to show you the gemstones that you get first. We're going to give you your price tag, and then Sarah's going to show us how to create this beautiful bracelet. Now, I know that everybody's thinking, oh my gosh, I love it. Sarah's going to show us exactly how to complete that whole entire bracelet, so that there's 2.
Okay.
Yes, of course. Of course, of course. Have a look at the gorgeous gemstones that you get. Now, these 2 for me are one of my favourite combinations. Aquamarine and rose quartz are made in heaven together, I think.
And I had to make that bracelet with them because I just thought they were just a beautiful, beautiful match. And I was really just went to town, went to gem heavy, and I just thought how beautiful and how, you know, opulent a piece to be able to do that.
I think it's just gorgeous. Then you've got your different coloured quartz, and this is the one that I think really replicates those sapphire colours together with the sodalite rounds. Now your rose quartz plain rounds are 6 mil. You have got your crackle quartz, the multicolours at 4, aquamarine at 4, and sodalite at 4. You're also getting some satin cord with this. Look at the colour, and I love the colour of the beading thread as well. You get some gorgeous findings with this. So you've got your satin cord. You've got your gold beading thread. Do you love it? I love it. It's called Sing a Rainbow. And then you've got your elastic, your monofilament. I'm also going to give to you 100 findings with your kit. So you're going to get a metre of chain. You're going to get heart-shaped head pins. Love, love, love. You are going to get your spaces, your earring findings. You've got literally everything that you can see on your screen, 100 findings in total. Now, this should be setting you back, and actually I think this is a very good deal indeed. If you're shopping on our website today, you're popping all these elements into your basket. It's only £35.60, which I think is already exceptional value, especially if you're comparing our prices elsewhere. But we're not going to give you that price tag today. We're going to give you the price tag, the tiny price tag of just £21.95. I think you'll agree that I'm sorry about the graphics. The code is there for you on your screen. Let me move out the way. There you go. IRG C59, £21.95. The number, as always, 0800 644 655. We have got the kit in stock, and you are now able to buy. Now, Sarah, where do I start with this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bracelet?
Right, this is a really nice bracelet to be able to make, and if you don't want to see the beading thread, use monofilament, but I wanted to see the beading thread because I thought it just added to the design. So
I wholeheartedly agree. I love this bracelet. Isn't it beautiful?
And it's just, you know, a bit of a fun bracelet using those multicoloured quartz that are in the kit. So how we start with it is you need to take a piece of satin cord long enough that when you double it over, it will reach to the bottom of your macrame board, because that will be
about a metre right there, maybe not so much.
Maybe even shorter than that, because I'm not going to use this other than to create the outside of the bracelet.
Okay.
So that's going to be there. And what you need to then is also a good length of beading thread, and this probably wants to be 1.5 meters ish.
Oh, really? Quite nice and long. Rather go extra long and snip it down size later than not have enough and have to add on.
Because this is going to go around the outside of this satin cord and then back through the inside of your beads and out again. So it's going in and out, and it's got a long distance to go. So have more, because you're not going to be able to add to this along the way. So we'd rather have more, get the bracelet the right length. And what I've done is taken those, doubled them both over, and put them into a ribbon clasp. So that's nice and easy. I've done that for you.
And all of these elements, of course, that Sarah's using are available in your kit IRG C59 for £21.95. It's called Sing a Rainbow.
Okay, and the way you start this and carry on is exactly the same the whole way down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take my beading thread underneath my satin cord into the middle and lift it up. So the one that's on the left hand side goes underneath the left hand satin cord and through the middle, and the one that's on the right hand side goes underneath the right satin cord, pinch it and bring it up through the middle, so that they end up coming through there. And I've added on already a little green and orange one. And what I'm going to do is start creating, what colour flower do you want? A pink one first?
I like it just as it is. Oh, what have you got first? You've got a pink one first.
I've got a pink one first. Okay, so onto one of my threads, I'm going to add 2 of my pink quartz, like so. And then what I'm going to do with those is take my opposite thread, and these are very long at the moment, but you'll need them to be long because they're going to shrink down as you go.
Because the more you use them, the more gemstones you put on them, yeah?
So what I've done is I've crossed that beading thread through both of those beads. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that, and don't worry if it all goes and it all looks panicky. When you get to this point, push your beads up, so you end up with like a little bow tie. Okay. Don't worry about that, and then what you can do then is pull those tight, and the beads then will automatically push the satin cord out.
Do you know, actually, Sarah, this is very pretty rowed like that. I love it with the, don't change anything, but I mean, if you just wanted to row like that, it would be beautiful.
You could do it in lots of different colours, and you could go in and out just rowed in colours if you wanted to.
I love this design.
So this time we're going to put on a pink, and then we're going to put in our middle, which is going to be a little orange one, and then another pink one, like so. So I end up with 3 on there. Let me grab hold of those. I'm going to take my opposite tail, and I've already gone through and under the satin like we did before. So and then we're going to go through all 3 and pull. And again, once we get to about there, what we want to do is to push those beads up like that, and then you can pull your tails, and don't be afraid to pull this tight.
I can see the flower taking shape now.
It's nearly there. And then we're going to go under again.
Yeah.
Always remember, after every time you've been through, take your cord under your satin into the middle, And that's, you're almost like doing like you would if you were on a bead loom, you're almost capturing those beads in a similar way, but this is a little bit more free form. So at this time we're going to finish my flower by adding another pink one on there. So I've got 2 pinks, and then I'm going to take my other tail, come in the opposite direction.
Now those are tiny gemstones, but they're taking 2 lots of beading thread very nicely.
You'll probably get 3 or 4 through these
Do you
quite
think?
easily, yeah, because that's really loose. There's no
Oh,
tightness.
it is, yeah.
There's no tightness on those gemstones. So I reckon you probably get 3 definitely, possibly 4. So they are really a good size. And again, we're getting that up to there and pull. Now don't worry, your thread's not coming together just yet. Don't worry, the next row or 2 will pull that back into.
It'll pull them in.
Yes, it
We
will.
can see that on the finished piece. That's fast magically, Sarah, found its way on my wrist.
Oh dear, what a
How
shame.
that happened. It's like magic, isn't it? I don't know what I've done to my knuckle. Probably the oven again.
Do you know,
Sorry
I've got
about
cuts all over my fingers and I don't know where they come from.
Cooking injuries normally
They
with
weren't
me.
there yesterday. I think mine's all jewellery related.
It's while you're in your sleep flaying around.
Probably.
Wake up thinking, oh, my neck.
Okay, so what I've done is I've added on another green one. I'm pulling that up and pulling it tight. And again, it all, can you see it? The next row's already pulled tight. And so each time you carry on doing that. And in between each flower, I've added a green, an orange and a green.
Fantastic, and you can see something else fantastic has happened
we
here
got
at Jewellery
some
Makers.
graphics.
We're back, we're hitting the ground, we're running IRG C59, which means I need your text messages because it means now that I can read them out to you. £21.95 for this wonderful, wonderful kit, very popular. We are back hitting the ground running with our graphics, £21.95 for I Can Sing a Rainbow. It's going to be in our heads all day, isn't it?
I know, but it's such a beautiful kit.
Now it's very popular. Dion's just said, whoa, I can see so many names now on the screen. It's lovely to have your company. If you are loving this design, if you're loving this kit as much as we are, let us know about it. Remember, we have had a few little hiccups this morning. We're all back to normal now. If you want your wax wicone, it's still available. If you want the wire deal, $14.95 for 100 metres of gold, 0.8 wire, then do get on board for that. 0800 644 655 is the number. As always, to be dialing, and it is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. Get involved on the website as well, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. You've got to check baskets out. Lots of you there. Great to have your company this morning. The gemstones that you get with this kit are absolutely stunning. Good morning to Joanne and Vivian and Marie and Gillian. Hazel's got this in her basket. Anonymous in County Durham's shopping with us this morning, as is Wendy of Nottinghamshire. Margaret of Greater Manchester. Anonymous in Greater Manchester. Hello to Norma in Hampshire. Hello to Anonymous in the West Midlands. Another Anonymous in Hampshire as well. Trisha, Anne, Sara, Sabina and Jacqueline are all shopping on the web as well. I've got some cheeky text messages through. Here we go. Andrea Robson from North Yorkshire says, good morning all. Oh Sarah, I love the bracelet and we'll have a go at this today. Simply stunning from Andrea.
Oh,
I agree with you. It is simply stunning. Keep going, don't stop.
She wants a whole bracelet making before I'm allowed to go home.
Gorgeous Deborah from Toffan says, hi both, can you tell me if the satin cord has to be certain millimetre? Many thanks, Debs. Well, you're using it just as an anchor point, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, this could, in theory, be 3 or 4 pieces of beading thread if you wanted to, just to give it, if you wanted to braid, plait some beading thread, that would be fine. You could use your hemp. That would work too. Ribbon works beautifully. Leather works amazingly well in this technique.
Yes, it would.
You know, if you have your 1mm leather, or again, another one that works really well if you've got the suede or the suedette, that works beautifully as an option as well. They all work just beautifully.
Isn't it gorgeous?
And this is not taking too much strain, so it doesn't need to be of a large millimeterage. This is just standard 1mm, but if you've got 2mm, brilliant. If you've got 0.5 hemp, that will work just fine. So anything really, it's just an anchor. I mean, I have used just beading thread before now, just to anchor this design. You can also do it if you really want to be you want to do something a little bit more decadent, you can do it on chain as well and go through the links on the chain.
Oh.
But you have to be quite uniform when you do it.
Yeah, with the links, otherwise
So
they'll bag up.
Yeah, you'll
they?
get it off centre. So this is a nice easy way to start off. Once you've got the design, how you want it to be, you can literally just carry on and use whatever mediums you want to.
And look how beautiful it is. And actually, you haven't used all of the strands. I just looked across at your jewellery and you've used this quartz in most of the other pieces, save for a few. So, I mean, you've still got loads and loads left. IRG C59, please keep your text messages coming. Could be that you have a question for Sarah. It could be that you're texting in on today's subject, which is what has been made for you in the past or right now, or what have you made for somebody that's been very, very special. Off the back of Gemma Crow creating me a Vikings beard for my son today. Gorgeous Gillian writes, good morning. How many beads approximately do you need for the bracelet, please? Well, should we count them?
Yeah.
I'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50, 1, 2, 3. Well, rather more precisely than approximately, Gillian. What were there, 53? Don't make me count it again. I can't remember what I said. So, Jill, I hope that does answer your question. There you go. So, not the entire strand at all.
No, and you know what I did with this strand is I colour toned it out into greens, oranges, blues, and pinks. I think there was 4 colour tones. And when I made the bracelet, I think I'd used all the orange toned ones, but then I had loads of the other ones left over.
It's so pretty, Sarah. I'm not going to be able to take it home because it has to be photographed because everybody's asking for it to go on Facebook. Of course, I will not steal it, really, but it will be in my stash.
Do you know, if I have time, I'll finish this one for you.
Thank you. I've got Christine in Yorkshire saying, hi, Jenny and Sarah. How has Sarah attached the beading thread to the cord to start the bracelet, please?
Okay. All I did when I started this is I took a length of my beading thread and I doubled it over, like so. And all I did with that is I put a crimp bead on it, on the end, and I just added it at the same time I added my satin cord to the ribbon clasp.
I'm going to give you that ribbon clasp so that you can just show.
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Sorry, you are far more advanced than I.
And now, I haven't got the crimp beads here, but I'll do it without crimp beads because the only reason I put a crimp bead on is it gives the ribbon clasp a bit more purchase.
Okay.
That's the only reason.
A bit more purchase?
It just has that little bit more, because if you
solidarity,
if this is quite slinky, is our beading thread.
Slinky?
It's a beautiful beading thread, but it's very slinky.
It is slinky.
And let me come over to this side so you can see. And all I've done is bend both of those over into a little loop. Now, what I do with this is I pinch that little loop so it goes flat.
And actually the beading thread will bend with you,
The beading thread, once you've pinched it, will stay like that, and so will the satin. As long as you keep hold of this end, it won't hang. Then,
now, do these stay in place? Do you need glue, or are they quite firm enough?
No, you don't need glue, no. Once these are pushed down, and I would put the crimp bead just onto that little loop there, so you have a little...
Oh, you're going to crimp off at one point?
I would put a crimp bead there to start off with. I haven't got any to hand, but if you imagine I put a crimp bead on there and squashed it flat. Okay, and then you braid that into a little V, like a little flat bit. You have a little U shape on your ribbon clasp, and what I would do is just pop that in there. Now what I have a tendency to do is to hold it like that with one finger, and I just squidge to start off with the sides together. Oh, good idea, because that'll keep it in place. It just helps a little bit, just to help keep that in place. Then I take my flat pliers. Just one side at a time, Sarah? One side at a time. And I flatten that down. Now if I flick that over, you can see I've flattened that down now. What I would always do at home is turn this 180 degrees around so that that side's now facing towards me. And then I flatten that side down. Now, even without a crimp in there, that's not going anywhere. Okay.
Oh gosh, it is strong. Okay, it's stronger than I actually thought then, I realised.
Yeah,
now.
So they're not going anywhere. And I mean, I could probably pull that so hard I could pull it out, but chances are I would really, I mean, I've put these down before now, and I thought, oh crikey, I need to put another thread in there, and to actually try and get them open and do it, once they're shut, they are good and tight, and they're not going to let go of those threads.
And then you've placed that gorgeous S clasp on there, which comes with the kit. Everything that's here, it comes with the kit.
It does indeed. I just love those S clasps, and I love the fact that you get a good length extender cord on those ribbon clasps as well, which I don't always use with the S clasp. I sometimes take those off.
Everybody is really showing a lot of love for this bracelet. We've got some more text messages. Mandy, hello, gorgeous Mandy. Have a look at this bracelet. First time buyer, lovely bracelet. Hello, Mandy, welcome. Do you have designs to print off the site? Love this set from Mandy from Nuneaton. Do you know what? We do repeat the shows on YouTube, and the designs do go on our Facebook page, so please click to like. We're the Jewellery Maker with 40,000 something likes, because there's 2 Jewellery Maker pages, but we're the one with loads and loads of likes. Click on that, and Sarah's designs will go on that after the show today.
Feel free to make a comment next to any of the photos once they're up there as well. I will have a good look at those once I get home. And if you've got any queries or questions, as everybody will know at home, always endeavour to try and answer them as best I can, time permitting. So please leave a comment next to the photo, or if you need to get hold of me, my Jewellery Maker page is guest designer Sara Elvin, and there's no H on Sarah.
Yeah, it's spelled like Sara, but she changed it because she can. Stuart, thank you, Mandy. Stuart, hello, Stu. Stu says, hi, ladies. Wow, Sarah, the jewellery you've made from that kit. Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Teddy. Now, it's gorgeous. I hope you got it in your basket. Now, thank you so much, Sarah. Okay. Of course, Sarah will have to finish that. We've got to give a shout out to Kylie in Devon wants to say hi. So hi, Kylie. Hi. Thanks for tuning in. 68777. Send us your text messages. We're very interactive today. Sarah and I are going to do a live about turn. Ooh, come on, be decked to my aunt, and we're going to go over to the Wall of Fame.
Don't fall over my Kumihimo
bag. Way up. This would be quite funny if we did. This could be a blooper show. I'd keep your eyes peeled if I were you. Sarah, off to you, my love.
I have a beautiful, simple pair of earrings, but that's what the Wall of Fame is all about. It's about everybody being able to showcase their beautiful jewellery. I have 298 here, and this is from Sharon.
Hi,
and she's
Sharon.
in Barnsley. She says, hello, Jewellery Maker, my earrings are made from gems from Jewellery Maker, and the earring findings are sterling silver from Jewellery Maker. Many thanks, and that's from Sharon Townsend. Sharon, they're lovely. It just proves that jewellery need not be overcomplicated. I love those. Gorgeous. I would wear those every day, and they would go beautifully with this outfit.
It's nice little simple, isn't it? Look at the photography here. I saw this earlier and thought, wow. And silver clay, love it. You're really fantastic at putting. Oh my gosh, that moonstone strand that I loved. It is. Oh, this is gorgeous, and it's from Karen Nicholas in Hampshire. Karen writes, hi JM, enclosed is my very first entry to the Wall of Fame. Another first. Well, welcome to the wall, Karen. Although I have been making jewellery for some time, it is my first silver clay piece, and with the help of Natalia Coleman's book and DVD, you must get those, by the way, they're fab. I managed it with no hitches. For example, I didn't set the kitchen on fire, laugh out loud. Well, you know what? No burns, no fire. It's all good, isn't it? It's all good. It's made with the JM Multi and the Peach Moonstone and all the findings, with the exception of a crimp cover, which are JM bargains, and the bargain toggle class. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for a win to fund my new silver clay addiction. Lots of love from Karen Nicholas in Hampshire. Karen, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Don't stop with your silver clay addiction. Somebody asked me about gold clay, and unfortunately it's extremely expensive, which is why we haven't brought it to you. But if you keep on requesting it, perhaps it might happen.
It is. I mean, but it's
gorgeous,
a
though.
Beautiful medium. Yes, definitely.
Very special.
For those really special pieces, you know. So I've got a lovely Valentine's inspired piece here. Look at that hot pink ribbon as well.
Fantastic.
295. I love hot pink anyway. This is from Karen in Surrey. She says, for Valentine's this week, black agate heart, hematite heart, and pink ribbon and wire, all from Jewellery Maker. Loving all the shows. And that's Karen in Surrey. There we are, look at that.
Well, Karen, that is fabulous. And yeah, we're in the mood for love today.
Yeah, it's a you know, it's a beautiful Valentine's inspired piece. I love it.
Look at this serpentine ring. I love this. Number 300. Gorgeous wirework, super detailed, is from Sara in Hampshire. And Sara writes, I have been buying from you for about a year, and this is my second entry to the Wall of Fame. It's my first attempt at wire wrapping. Well done, you're amazing. Inspired by the uber talented Laura Binding. She is a gorgeous lady. I've used 1.25 antique bronze and 0.4 copper wire and a 0.4 agate. Oh, sorry, and a 4mm agate from JM. I hope it makes the wall from Sara in Hampshire. Sara, how could it not? It's just gorgeous. Number 300. Keep going with that. Now, our Facebook page, the website address is on your screen right now. So, Mandy, if you haven't clicked to like us, please do. All the w's.facebook.com/JewelleryMaker UK. Now, we're going for a very quick break, and we will be back very quickly after this.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from JewelleryMaker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Welcome back, my darling jewellery makers. Here I am, back in the centre again. I'm going to relaunch our Wax White Cone for you. That's my little theme tune to it. We had a bit of a blip this morning, but everything's fine now. And instead of it saying that you were buying cognac diamonds, you are in fact buying a Wax White Cone again. Now, we gave you this wonderful tool which really does finish off your pieces beautifully, or add those wow factor elements to your jewellery. You use your wire around. You saw Sara earlier giving us a demo. Place your wire. What do you reckon it'll go up to a 1.25? We used a 0.8.
Yes, I think it'll go up to a 1.25, possibly, if I haven't tried it, but possibly a 1.5. But you really probably didn't want to go much higher than a 1.25 because it'd be really hard to manipulate around it. So that would probably be about as much as you'd want to do.
Fantastic. Okay, so really easy to use. One of our most popular tools. This next to the wire twister tool was the most popular selling tool, biggest seller of 2013. So I would be very, very quick in grabbing yours. Here's an example of some jewellery at just $7.95 that you can create. Here's how we finished off the gorgeous Sue and the gorgeous Rosanna, creating beautiful pieces and using the Wax White Cone in very different ways, actually. You can use them within elements of jewellery. You can use them on the outer pieces of jewellery. You can use them perhaps to start a beautiful wirework bouquet. It could be almost the basket that holds on to that wirework bouquet. You can do lots and lots of cones for your Kumihimo, for your macrame, for your chainmail ends. At just $7.95, the Wax White Cone is an incredible invention by the wonderful Gary Wagstaff. QBW G27 is your item code. This is your early bird. We've got loads of you in for this one, but you've got to check out baskets. Jemima, Christine, Sandra, Andrea, Sarah, Saria, Pat, Elaine, you've all got Dawn, unchecked baskets. You've got to check out if you want it. Well done to Penny, well done to Hazel and Marie and Linda. Carol, you're shopping. Gloria, you're shopping. If you missed the demo, pick it up on YouTube. You can go, it was right at the start of the show, just $7.95 for this. Now, it does tend to sell out, does the Wax White Cone. Every bit of stock that we have is in today's show. So you've got plenty of opportunities, but I've got to tell you, a big amount of the stock has been allocated already. Even though we had blips this morning, lots of you have already been able to get it. Use your debit card or your credit card, and remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything that you're shopping for with us here at Jewellery Maker. Here's the YouTube site for you on your screen, or the w's.youtube.com/JewelleryMaker UK. Click on today's date of show and it'll come up for you. At $7.95, you've got the demo, you've got the tool, you're ready to go, making your gorgeous white cone phones. Marion, well done. Hazel, well done. Beryl, Tanya, well done to you. Sandra, Diane, Carol, Maxine. I've got Edith, I've got Vimal, I've got Susan and Dorothy. Patricia and Paula. Oh, Paula, well done. You checked out your basket. Loads and loads of you there. I've got Chris in Yorkshire. I've got Kathleen in Dumbartonshire. Deborah's shopping from Lancashire. Veronica is shopping from Nottingham. Christina from Tyne and Wear. There is somebody multi-buying these. Perhaps you are a tutor and maybe you're thinking, oh, actually, it's a good tool for my students if you do run jewellery maker classes. It's a fantastic investment for your collection. £7.95. The Wags Wicone exclusive, by the way, to us here at Jewellery Maker. This is Jewellery Maker branded. We've only got 335 of these, which sounds a lot, but we did start with an awful lot more. Over 500, and we had a blip, and now that blip's fixed, and everybody, oh, it's going right down. Everybody's on the phone lines. There is a slight queue on the phone lines, but nothing to worry about. It is a free phone number if you're calling from a UK landline. So you've got your little hole, you make your loop already, and then you put your wire through the hole, you give it a twist, snip off your loop, coil the end perhaps if that's how you want to finish it. Look how fast the stock's flying out, 230, no less than that. Loads of you, oh gosh, it's wonderful to have you all on board. Now, unchecked baskets. Sarah in Yorkshire, Sandra in Somerset, Saria, Pat and Elaine, you still haven't checked out your baskets. Paula, check your baskets out, I don't want you missing out. Jemima, where are you? Check your baskets out. Well done to Faye in Surrey, well done to Alberta in the West Midlands. I've got Mrs. L of London. I've got Giselle shopping with us as well this morning. Hello to Geraldine and Marion and Alison. You're shopping for your Wags Wicone this morning. On the web is Susan. On the web is Jane. Well done to Maureen. You're on the telephone lines. Loads of you there now. We're down to the last 160. You've got to be quick with this one. Our entire stock, our entire Jewellery Maker stock has gone into today's show. And despite the blip this morning of the graphics, everything's fine now. We are now down to very limited quantities. We started with over 500, so well over half of the stock has gone, and we have got lots of you on the phone lines waiting to be answered. I know there's a little bit of a queue, but please bear with it. It's so worth it to get one of the most wonderful tools at a very affordable £7.95 in comparison to a lot of tools. And if you have shopped elsewhere, maybe it's that you've been waiting for that piece of jewellery to that tool to create that piece of jewellery that finishes perfectly. I know in the past we've used very curious things to make our cones out of. I heard somebody making cones out of the piping bag ends, going around there. Don't forget to keep us informed of what's going on in your life or with your text messages. Carol's doing so. She's texting, I love, and it's all in capitals, so she's very serious. I love my Wags Wicone. I got one last time. Brilliant. But where's your Wags Wicone t-shirt? Well, I tell you what, I've got a confession to make about that. I've been wearing it to bed. It's my nightie. I wear my Wags Wicone t-shirt to bed. Only me, yeah. Can you picture this? Jenny Cleary in bed, Wags Wicone t-shirt. Sometimes I have a cheeky suck at the fingers. And just, yeah, a bit of a snore. No, I don't snore, really. Yeah, I used to, do you know, I couldn't get to sleep unless I had a piece of cotton wool in my hand when I was younger. Oh, she's made another one! Hooray! Sarah's completed the second bracelet. If you haven't got the kit, you must. Which means I'm good to go. No, this one's for me. You'll have to physically remove my arm if you want me to take this off, Dion. Anonymous is saying, is JM in Australia? You can buy from our website or the w's.jewellerymaker.com in Australia. Are you in Australia then? Oh, text us back through. If you go on the website, which is at the top of your page, there's a little tab where you can click for your country and it'll convert it into your currency. How wonderful. How wonderful. They have dollars in Australia, don't they? Australian dollars. Oh, I want to go to Australia. Now, I've got another text. Oh, it's lovely that you're so interactive today. Brenda in Nottinghamshire writes, I love the show. I have no one to cook for me, so I have just cooked a full English heaven. Oh, lovely. Oh, let's go round. We're coming round. We're coming round. Poached or fried?
Ooh, if I'm being good, poached, but I do like a fried egg as well.
Scots fried, are you? Now, my chickens are laying 7 eggs a day at the moment. I've got more eggs than I can cope with. So tomorrow I'm going to bring everybody. I'm going to bring loads in.
Oh, save me some for Friday.
Oh yes, well you could take. They're all fresh, beautiful poachers. Who would like poachers? Who would like their eggs? I'm going to put them in a basket and leave them there for you tomorrow. Now keep it interactive. Oh my gosh, we've only got 125 of these left. Please be quick. Well done, Halima. You have got yours. Rhoda in Devon, you've got yours. Karen in Derbyshire, you're shopping. Well done. Now, I've got to warn you with those unchecked words. Where's Jemima gone? You've got to check your basket out, Jemima. Otherwise, you're going to miss out. You're in Kent. Don't make cups of tea when there are important things to do, like check out your Wags wicone. Pat in Yorkshire and Elaine, you've got to check your basket out. Sarah in Yorkshire, Saria and Andrea, check out your baskets now. Oh yes, let's do the coral. We haven't had coral in ages, and loads of you have been asking about coral. Now these are my particular favourite corals because of the way they're drilled. They overlap. Now have a look at these. Now we are very limited to the red gemstones we get. Before I even continue with this, I want to assure you that we only ever give you ethically sourced coral. Now I've spoken in depth to our buying team about this, and our coral is from coral that has been washed up on the shore. It's not coral that has been hunted for. It is always ethically sourced, and if you would like the exact details of where we get it from, they can be obtained. Give the call centre a call for that, but I can assure you it is ethically sourced coral. Now I've got for you the beautiful drops. Now these reds are sumptuous, aren't they? A red gemstone can really give your jewellery that wow factor. I love this with black wire. I love it with gold wire. Wonderful with silver, wonderful with antique bronze. It depends whether you want to sauce it up a little bit, tone it down a little bit. And then I've got the rondelles. What a glorious trio. We hardly ever have red coral in stock. Your disco coins is what these ones are called. Your disco coins. Now these, again, look at the drilling of these, because they're almost remind me of armadillos, how they're drilled. Armadillo? Have a look. That's how you say it if you work here. Look, you've got all of that sort of overlapping, almost fish scaly, but they sit so beautifully, don't they? I think that makes a wonderful bracelet, actually, and I would take advantage of that overlapping. Perhaps you want to do a really nice macrame style bracelet. Maybe you want to just do a bit of wire work around those, let them lap up. Maybe you want to do a little bit of a take on Sarah's bracelet, but leave them all one row, but with the 2 beading threads on the other side, and just strand them straight through. That would be lovely.
Just gorgeous, aren't they? And that colour is so subtle.
Spot on, isn't it?
It's almost a pinky red. It's beautiful colour and just perfect for this time of year. I love those.
Chloe's just said it's some like it hot red. This is Marilyn Monroe red. Really got that lipstick. Kiss on the lips red. Mwah! Lipstick on your collar red. Have a get yourself involved there. Oh gosh, aren't there loads of you on the phones already? I knew this would be popular, but I do predict a sellout for this one. A trio of gorgeous ethically sourced coral. You've got the disco, what are we calling these, disco rounds or something, the disco coins. You've got the rondelles and you've got the drops, all three for one price tag of just £12.95. That's £4.31 point something each. So you're getting incredible value, ethically sourced coral at ZBGC82. Let us know where you're shopping from today. What's weather like where you are? Pat in Staffordshire, hello to you. Hello David and Julie, John and Janet. Karen, you're shopping. Tracy, Marilyn, in fact, is shopping. Elizabeth, hello Anna. Always gorgeous things in Anna's basket. Gloria, Helen and Joan and Diane. Sandra's shopping for these, so is Sharon and Susan and Helen and Deborah. Dorothy's in Anglesey and Nesta is in Shropshire. Have a look. We're down to the last 30 of these. Please act fast. Have a look at what Sue's made. Do you know, there's no way Sue would have been able to resist having a go. These are very tribal pieces, actually, done by Sue. Are you feeling in the mood for love? Maybe you have got a bit of a Valentine's message for somebody special that's watching. Give us a text or a tinkle. We'd love to hear from you. Very tribal here, done by the wonderful Sue, mixing rose gold with the reds and making our own rosary links. Now, let me just... where is it? Oh, it's this side. There we go. Where are you going? I know what's happened. It's got itself in a tether, wait there. Come on. There we go. It was the rosary linking it were playing up. Isn't that lovely? And using those disco shapes is fabulous, isn't it? What are you going to do with these? There are loads of you. Looks like these are about to sell out. Please be quick. Don't miss out on this one. Oh, do you know what's going to go with this quite nicely if you wanted to make quite a sexy piece? Bit of black and white. Ooh la la. Great for Poppy Day reds are, great for Christmas time, great for Valentine's, great for summer if you're mixing with the bright oranges and the bright yellows. Looks like this one's going to sell out. Only 16 left. How many did we start with? We had a lot of these. It was a brand new bundle. Do you know I've got those white coral bones as well? Can I put those with these? I'm very excited about today's coral. I love coral. Do you love coral, Sarah?
I do. It's just beautiful gemstone, and it gives you a really substantial look, but it's still quite light.
Chloe's saying in my ear something about the colour of coral. You can't get that red anywhere else. Would you agree with that?
It is. It's a very beautiful. It's almost, if you don't want that real bright pop, it's there, but it's subtle as well. It's almost not
over the top, is it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's just a really subtle, beautiful colour, and you can't get it any other way. Coral is the only way to get that colour.
That's making me think of strawberries and cream now.
Ooh, yummy.
Oh, it will be summer. It will. Down to the last 10 of these, so we are approaching single figures. You got to be quick. Can we do bones now? I love bones in a northern accent. Bones. I always make Kaz, not Cass, say it bones, because she's from up north. Now, we're down to single figures there. Cassie, may I have a blackboard, my darling? The magical hands of Cassie. Oh my gosh, you've got these drops. And again, before I give you this coral, please remember, I've got another trio of coral for you. Thank you, my darling. Please remember that it's ethically sourced. All of our coral is ethically sourced. Very important. So, have a look at these bones. Now, the great thing is they slot together. Now, Dion, do you remember the first time you saw this strand and you actually thought that this was just like a tube, a Kumihimo tube, I think you said. Now, so what I'm going to do is show you these individually. And Dion was like, what? Stop. How did that happen? Because she thought this was a Kumihimo chain. And I said, no, look, they're bones. Oh, Sarah, these are so wonderful to work with. Actually, it's a bit of a Kumihimo braid, a cheat.
It is a bit.
It's a bit of a cheeky cheat.
It's that look, isn't it? But with you know, if you want a quick fix, this is a really good way of getting that look. But you know, I just love those. I think they just look so different. And I think they look quite bridal actually when they're there. You know, I can imagine those. With
I agree.
You know, with some silver or gold, and they look actually like, you know, you put so much work into that bracelet.
But not really on the cheetah. You could put a couple of them, just a nice gold sort of little finding, like one of our nice rounds with a bit of detail on it. That would be quite bridal actually. I love these because I just think they make such detail. The red one's gone and sold out now, so if you want these, you've got to be quick. So it's not just the bones you're getting, they do slot together, they puzzle together, they marry together naturally. Now you can separate those and you can use these in different ways if you want, but don't you love the way they knit together? I like that. I just think it's cute. I like that look. Now have a look at these. Now these are not drilled at the bottom. They're not drilled at the top. It's like the stair where I always sit. They are drilled right through the middle in a teardrop. Now that's not something we see very often, Sarah.
It isn't.
In fact, ever.
No.
Is it?
And again, that's going to give you that beautiful sort of tessellation. And when you put those on a strand, they're almost wanting to sit knitted together.
I love them. They're like lemon pips, aren't they? They're that perfect shape. I really like these. So again, you could tier up. You could go up and down with these. You could alternate one up, one down, one up, one down, and make that textured piece. These are good. Oh, half of the stock of this is gone. These would be great in tiaras as well. Again, ethically sourced. Can I just mention the texture of coral as well? It's got this fabulous texture to it. It's lightweight. And it sits beautifully, and this is more of an ivory than a white actually. I mean we are describing these as white, but I would certainly from an eye view call these ivory. There's sort of a cream finish to these.
You know, they're what I would call snow white. There's just that sort of, you know, they've got that little bit of just a little bit of cream coming through, but they're beautiful.
I think they're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah.
You've got the tubes, little tubes. Now look, all three, $7.95. You know what's going to happen. I think we're going to predict another sellout. The red's gone, sold out. We don't get a lot of coral right now, and I'll tell you why. We only give you ethically sourced coral, so we have to wait for a big batch to be washed up naturally by the shore. It's then collected. It's then faceted. It's then, you know, coloured. It's gone. It's sold out. It's gone. It's sold out. Well, you didn't mess around, and that's why we don't get much coral. Of course, we never buy coral that's been hunted for. It's always washed up. Now, I'm going to give you a recap on the wire because a lot of you missed that deal earlier. Sarah did do a wonderful demonstration with the wax wicone with the wire. It's 0.8. We're going to give you a 10%, a £10 reduction on this one. So I'm talking to you about 0.8. 0.8 is great for making rings. It's great for creating a frame that's still very malleable. So if you want to really work with a frame, if you want to make it maybe in a big heart or a star or a flower, you want to manipulate it, you want to twist it. Look at the Lady Norris that has used this beautiful wire. Gems of distinction in the centre as well. Do you know what? I've got that purple strand. Do you see? Is this the same one? Oh, it's not quite the same, but I have got drops of the amethyst coming up for you later. So if you want to, yes, gorgeous. If you want to look at more of Rachel's designs, please go and check out Rachel Norris on Facebook. She really is an inspiration. Now just $14.95, so you're making a £10 saving by shopping with us today. You can still buy this on the website, by the way, for $24.95 at a different code. But if you use the code ICJM07, your 100 metres of gold coloured wire 0.8 is going to set you back just £14.95. Use your debit card, use your credit card, come shopping with us on the phone lines. Free phone number, UK landline 0800 644 675. If you're shopping with us from overseas, probably best to hop on board the website or the www.jewellerymaker.com, and that way you can watch us, you can get interactive with us as well. Click watch us live and then click send a message to the studio. We're having such fun interacting with you today. If you're abroad, send us a message. We want to know everything. Where you are, what you're doing Jewellery Maker wise. How come you're watching us here at Jewellery Maker? How did you find us? Is there nothing like Jewellery Maker where you are watching us from? And definitely, we want to know, what's the weather like? If you're shopping from Australia, we do want to know what the weather's like. Let's hope. We've got lots of floods and things here. Chloe says she's too jealous to hear what the weather's like, but I like it. We want to hear that there are some jewellery makers out there enjoying a bit of sunshine at least. 60777 JM Studio. If you're texting from a UK cellular phone, mobile phone, we don't call them cellulars, do we? I wondered what a cell was when I used to go to America. What's your cell? And I used to think, oh, that's something clever. I don't know what my cell is. What is my cell? And of course, it took me a while to realise they meant, what's my mobile phone number?
No, in Germany they call them das Handy. My handy. They call them mobile phones handies.
Well, that's good. That makes sense.
I know.
Where's my handy?
Yeah.
Now we're going to give to you. Which one should we go with next? Let's go, Dion. Oh, we haven't challenged you.
I know. I'll put my feet up over here.
We must make Sarah work, of course we must. Now, I'm just going to mention to you, you can watch tutorials on our YouTube channel. You can watch all of our mid-shows on the YouTube channels as well. Designer inspiration, if you'd like to be inspired by us. So Mandy as well was shopping a new Jewellery Maker, and if that's you as well, if you join Mandy, youtube.com/Jewellery Maker UK, you can watch all our different tutorials. So what am I challenging Sarah with today? You're getting the 10 strands. Did you know that?
I knew I was getting a big bundle, but I didn't know what exactly was in there.
Now, Sarah, to be honest, you've set yourself a bit of a standard this morning. We're all loving the bracelet, so we're waiting for something else spectacular. So the pressure is most certainly on, my lady. Now, I think you're a bit privileged here because you're getting Russian dioxide. Hello? Oh my gosh. I love it. I love that you're getting Russian dioxide. To have green dioxide in your stash is to have one of the most beautifully special gemstones. Natural. Everything an emerald wants to be is the statement that comes with this gemstone because it's totally natural. No heat treatment, nothing. Isn't it wonderful? Look at that green. It's so vibrant, it's so bright, and looks amazing with gold. Feel free to use your wax wicone today as well, Sarah, and the gold wire if you wish to. I'm also going to give you the cubes. Now, we've worked quite closely this morning, Sarah and I, with cubes when we we're filming the latest DVD. Bit exciting. The Bead Loom Projects DVD is coming out for you. I should do the, I think we should do little jingles to go with them, Chloe. It's only right. Now, because she hasn't got enough to do this, Chloe. She said to me, I'll change the presenter, not from you then. Now, you've also got, she's cheeky. Have a look. Now these, oh God. Do you know something? I love these skim drilled rose quartz rounds, any skim drilled, because don't they make the perfect stud earring? Don't they make the perfect cluster? Isn't it so easy just to make a ring out of one of these?
It is, it's really easy, and I might just see if I can make a ring out of one of those, because it's really easy that you can just put it onto a 1.25mm base, use maybe 0.6 to make a little gizmo coil, and take that around the outside of that gemstone just to frame it beautifully.
The point being as well, that because it's skim drilled, the round sits beautifully against the skin. Now if it was through drilled, it would be straight in. Wouldn't they look gorgeous as earrings, stud earrings? Aren't they perfect for that? Little classic studs. I also think sort of circling around these with some tiny weeny seed pearls, white.
Oh, yes.
Be gorgeous, like sort of nesting them, gorgeous. Do you remember the Wall of Fame we had with the chainmail around the pearls? These would be perfect for doing would be perfect for doing something like that. So we have got that up on the wall. Actually, it's on the middle row, Cassandra. Now I've also got some gorgeous sunstone for you. How beautiful is this strand? Look at the different shades. If you wanted to do a colour graduation, you could. So here's an example from Emma Jones in St Austell, and Emma put the rounds in the centre. Now I'm thinking those rose quartz rounds would sit perfectly. She wouldn't have to manipulate them. Beautiful, which isn't this gorgeous? I absolutely love this.
Yes,
I think it's worth a second mention. Emma, you're amazing. Emma in St Austell. I'm coming to St Austell. Now, I've also got for you, I love these colours. Look at that. That's a real Debbie Bolford strand. Debbie Bolford is one of our guest designers here at JewelleryMaker. Look at the tone. These are uber glossy.
I know. Haven't they got such sparkle to them? They're beautiful. And I love all the tones in that strand.
Now, these would be good with that wax wicone as well, wouldn't they?
They would, indeed. They would sit beautifully between two wax wicones, which just sit gorgeously.
I think you've got a real mix of moods here. You've got the cool and the calm. You've got the exciting with the diopside. I'm going to give you the big and the glitzy and the bling with these agates, but you are getting soft and subtle too. And I'm not done there either, Sarah, because I'm also going to give you some classics in the tiger's eye. And these are mirror graduated. Sarah might be panicking now, thinking, is this going to end? This is my challenge. Hello. Most guest designers get 2 or 3 strands. You're giving me 10. Oh my goodness. Well, we are. And you will rise to the challenge, Lady Sarah. I'm going to give you some petals. We know you've got a thing about flowers, so we're being nice to you here. You're going to get such incredible value. Don't worry if you don't use them all. Then I'm going to give you the beautiful cloudy quartz. Isn't that a lovely dove grey?
I love cloudy quartz. I think cloudy quartz is just, it's not the brilliant name for it, but it's just a gorgeous strand, and I love the colours and the tones and the textures you get.
So these, all the patterns are gorgeous as well. And you get, again, different tones of grey running through, from the dove grey to the stone grey. You've got here pebble grey, I think, with these, haven't you? An off-white, almost like almost maybe a chalky white, actually. And then I'm going to give you, look at this, look at the shapes of these. There's more, there's more, there's more. I'm going to give you a strand of pendants with rounds. Now I can feel the panic coming on, because what we do is we challenge Sarah ordinarily just past 9 o'clock. It's now 10:30, so we are going to let you off a little bit. Don't worry. No, we're not, apparently. Oh, they are mean in that gallery. Oh, you are mean. You are.
I'm going to need to be fueled by coffee then.
Indeed, indeed you are. Now, make the little gesture at Gemma Crow. Do this.
She's not looking.
She's always good. Although don't disturb her at beard making point. That's something we can't do. There she is, chatting away with the workshop. Now, I'm going to give you 10 strands. They're normally £52, which would set you back just £5.20 a strand. So the value in reflection to your comparisons anywhere else actually is extremely good Very, very good value already. You've got pendant strands, you've got absolutely loads. We've got a text about this from Mandy. Hello again, Mandy. Mandy says the green gems would make a fab tree of life. Yes, they would. These ones here, I think Mandy means the diopside would make a fab tree of life. If that's the same Mandy, she's really getting it going. She's gonna get started at a very high point if she's at Tree of Life already. Well done, Mandy. Then you've got the cubes, which are great for the bead loom, and again those rounds, perfect. So these aren't £52. What about I give you each strand for just £2.95? Would be cheeky, wouldn't it? That's exactly what, sorry, 99 pence. That's exactly what I'm going to do. For each strand you pay just £2.99 for I give you 10 strands. This is Sarah's challenge. We're going to be catching up with Sarah throughout the day. Perhaps you've got a few techniques you'd like Sarah to do with her challenge, because we haven't challenged her enough, have we, today? HTG C97. It's not enough that she was in here at the crack of dawn. £29.95 is your price tag for this fabulous kit, this fabulous bundle. Gosh, we've got loads of you. I've got Siege in East Sussex, Pat, Sheila in Cambridgeshire. I love Cambridge. Anna, you've got more gorgeous goodies. Glenys, well done. I have got Susan and Gillian and David and Sue and Helen. Tanya's shopping again. 1p&p, by the way. For Tanya, because she's already owned a basket. And I've got Tatiana, what a wonderful name. You're shopping from Greater London. Barbara, coming from my hometown, Hertfordshire now. Is it my hometown if I don't come from there but I live there? Or is it my hometown where I'm born?
It's your hometown where you live.
Oh, okay, so it is my hometown then. Is Hertfordshire town? No, it's not. I ain't got a clue what I'm talking about. It's a county, isn't it? Ali in Gloucestershire is shopping from my hometown, from my birth town though. Well done to you. Where were you born, Sarah? Diana's in Herts as well.
I was born up in Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, in a little village called Burley and Wharfdale.
I've never been to Yorkshire and everyone says how beautiful it is.
It's where my dad lives and it is just gorgeous and beautiful, and the people are so friendly. Everyone talks to you at the supermarket. It's just an amazing place. I love going home. I always say that is my home because I've grown up there, but I always say I'm going home to my dad.
Yeah, because it does. I'd say that about Cheltenham. I'm going home. They're all laughing at me. They're saying, to you, Birmingham is north. It's true. I'm a country girl. I'm a Cotswolds girl.
But if you've never been to the Yorkshire Dales, I would highly recommend it. It's beautiful, even at this time of year when it can be tipping down, but it's still got the most amazing sort of stark beauty. You know, Wuthering Heights from Jane Austen. It's just got that real stark beauty. It's just gorgeous. I love it.
And do they do the best Yorkshire puddings in the world?
Of course we do.
Can you do a good Yorkshire?
I can do a good Yorkshire.
Oh, way up. I'm coming just for the tea and the Yorkshire puddings.
I do a fantastic roast dinner.
Oh, I love that. That's my favourite. I love a. Do you know, I took my kids to a carvery the other night because I was feeling lazy. My son put 4 blinking Yorkshire puddings on his plate. I was like, stop it. He was like, no, it's all you can eat Yorkshire puddings.
That's the best bit.
Yeah. They always do, they always embarrass you, don't they? Because he ate them all and asked me for more and I said no. We've got a wonderful text message from an anonymous texter saying, very hot here in Melbourne, Australia. Oh, hello from Melbourne, Australia. Are there dingoes in Melbourne? I don't know. My auntie is in Cairns. Is that anywhere near Melbourne? Probably not. 40 degrees, very hot summer here this year, but lots of bush fires is the downside. Oh, yeah. We do not have JewelleryMaker here, but would I don't know what the rest of it. Let me know what your name would like to. Let me know what your name is. And I'm so happy. We do deliver to Australia, so if you are coming across from Australia thinking, what's going on here? I need to go to Australia.
I know, I'd love to go.
There's a little tab on our website, so you just click it down and it'll ask you to select your country of ordering, and it'll transfer your currency into our currency into your currency, and then we will ship it to you. How wonderful. I wonder if I can be posted to Australia with the shipment. That would be nice.
You just go hide in the warehouse and put a label on yourself. You might be.
I could do that. Although there may be a slight risk of a black widow crawling into the package, mightn't there?
Yeah, do they have black widows in Australia? They do, don't they? Or they
I think so. But they also have kangaroos and other cool things. Barbecues all the time, yeah. Barbecue your Christmas dinner. That would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, my auntie's got a farm in Cairns and I really want to go because every year she comes over here to help with lambing. She says to me, will you come over? I shouldn't I? Can we do the amethyst now, please? Thank you. Now, a lot of you have been asking, because you saw Rachel Norris's piece, and I sort of sneakily brought out this, and it wasn't supposed to be till later, but you've been asking, so which I'm really pleased about. I'm going to give you, look at that purple. Oh la la. These are rich, sumptuous, expensive looking. They're going to go great in drop earrings. They're going to look absolutely beautiful in the clusters. We saw Rachel Norris uses these style of gemstones in the center of her wire wet pieces. We saw an example of that with the gold wire earlier. We got that gold wire deal on for you today, £14.95 with a £10 reduction for 100 meters. So grab that at the same time as this. Now I'm talking to you about 80 carats of amethyst. These drops range between 8x6 to 11x8 on the graduation, and this is an 18 centimetre strand that I'm giving to you. Now I have got for you beautiful, sumptuous purple drops. I think that these are going to make stunning pendant pieces on their own. I think these are going to make gorgeous earrings. I think you could make something wonderful with your bead loom. Look at the cut of these. Now these are unfaceted around, so they've got that perfect bubble. They almost take on a droplet, a juicy droplet, that aubergine purple, that black currant purple, the different tones, the clarity, the way these glow. And I do think they look amazing with green. I think they look fantastic with golds, and with pinks was my next protocol, because we got those gorgeous concave faceted ovals. They're gonna look sumptuous with pearls. Very regal, this colour, isn't it? Of course, these are gonna go fabulously with your high-end gemstones, such as pearls. They're also going to go great with your high-end findings. We've got a matrix box coming up for you later with some beautiful little rondelles in it. They're going to look stunning, aren't they, together with that? Now, Sarah, I saw you this morning, and we didn't see this on air. It's something Sarah and I were doing this morning before we went on air. I saw you doing an addition to a warped thread bead loom piece with drops. Now that would work really well, and I'm wondering whether Sarah would mind if I had a look at that, because I'm thinking gold with your warped additions. Sarah's got it. It's in the building here. We know it is here somewhere. She's gone to find it. But I'm thinking that that would be a wonderful way to incorporate the drops into your collection. If you've got the bead loom, if you haven't, there are other ways in which you can do the design. If you see the bead loom in stock, I would recommend you grab it. Maybe you're weaving without a loom. This is something you can still do with the drops as well. Maybe think about using your wire, gold wire, maybe in a 0.4, 0.6, going around and around and around and around the top. Create a little loop, and there's your pendant. Now, if you are shopping to make a profit, maybe you're a jewellery maker that creates gorgeous jewellery that you then go and sell on, then this is a perfect strand for you. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 pendant opportunities. If you sold those at just £4 each, you'd make a massive profit. Now, we will give you the instructions of how to do this on our DVD, which is coming out in about a month's time. So you could add, now you could change the design and the colours and incorporate drops of amethyst. In this case, we've got drops of sunstone. They are gorgeous, aren't they? But if you wanted to make a similar piece like this, let me take it against some skin so you can see it properly. Then, oh, actually, should I put it in against my neckline? That's where it belongs, after all. Have a look. How gorgeous is this? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love the bead loom. With those little seed beads, can you imagine with some gold? Sarah, you've got some gold and purple together actually there, haven't you? Let's have a little look at that.
Bottom of that piece as well. I made that.
Oh, isn't this beautiful? What's this for?
That was for last night's Miss It, Miss Out show.
What about these findings? Aren't they gorgeous? Have a look now. Sarah's saying add them. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Isn't this high end? It looks super expensive.
Doesn't it, Jo?
Oh, Sarah, I love that. Is it going to be going on the Facebook page or on the website?
It will be. I don't think they've been photographed from last night yet, but they're waiting to be photographed.
Isn't that beautiful? It really is. Now, come and grab this strand. I'm going to give you a price tag on the phone lines because loads of you have already got this. I knew Ulia would have this. Ulia always comes in for beautiful droplet gemstones, and I've just seen you, Ulia in Surrey. You've bought this. Pippa's got this in her basket. Well done, Regita and Kana. I've got Olive. I've got Veronica and Elizabeth, and I've got Persis in Hertfordshire. I've got Jenny in Merseyside. Hello to you, Jen. Judith in Inverness-shire is shopping with us today. Are you ready for a wonderful price tag? If you're shopping on the phone lines, you're paying £8.95. Same on the web, £8.95. Under £10, Sarah. This is a phenomenal price tag for such a beautifully faceted gemstone.
It is, and you know, just looking at that loomed piece, you don't need many to make an impact. You really don't. And if you wanted to add them to the other piece, you know, they're going to make a huge, huge impact. And I just love teardrops. I just think they are just so gorgeous. And they make beautiful flowers too.
They make great flowers. They're great stamens in the centre of flowers. We saw Rachel Norris's piece. This is very popular. I don't think you thought that it was going to go under £12.95. We're launching this brand new strand at just £8.95. Look at the centre. Look at the centre. Using amethyst, not the exact same strand, but you can still create the same look. Thinking about profit margins now, could this make you a nice tidy profit? I think actually before profit comes the beautiful gemstones that you're going to create, beautiful gemstone jewellery that you're going to create. Now remember, if you're tuning in to Jewellery Maker like Mandy is today for the first time, or if you're shopping in Australia, what I'm talking to you about isn't amethyst colour. These are genuine amethyst, February's birth gemstone. The thing about Jewellery Maker is that we give you genuine gemstones. I'm not giving you glass, I'm not giving you plastic, I'm not giving you anything other than real, genuine gemstones. Well done to everybody who's managed to grab theirs. Alicia in Greater London, please check out your basket. I don't want you missing out. I've got Karen in Oxfordshire. Well done to you. I've got Tracy in Derbyshire. Christine shopping from Suffolk. Susan in Lancashire, please check your baskets out. Well done. Tracy, you're checking baskets out. I have got Bernadette. Linda in Devon's bought 2 of these. Gladys is shopping again, so you only pay 1 P&P. £2.95 is all you pay once. And if you're shopping in Australia, you pay 1 lot of P&P, so I would stack up lots in your basket. Maybe you're shopping from the USA today. Let us know. Maybe you're shopping from Canada. Let us know where you're shopping from today if you're outside of the UK. Or do you know there's very few places we don't ship to, so please check us out. £8.95 is your price tag if you've stumbled across us on the website. Hello, thank you for joining. Cyprus, Denmark, Finland, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg. We're shipping to Malta, Spain, everywhere. Now, I do think we should have a representative in every country that we ship to. What do we think? Chloe, should we go on a Jewellery Makers Around the World? Let's do it. We have somebody who comes in from Alabama, don't we? And Alaska and all sorts of places. Miami in Australia is covered by you, is it? I don't think so. Dion. I don't know where I'm going. I can shack up with me Auntie Margaret in Cairns, you see, so I'm off to Australia. Yeah, that's happening. That's what I want to be the Annika Rice of Jewellery Maker. Give me a leotard, a microphone and a clock and I am off. There's no stopping me. All I have ever wanted to do is go to work in a leotard. Can you imagine? I love Annika Rice. I thought she was amazing. And Annabelle Croft running through. Challenge Annika, it was brilliant. She used to say, stop the clock, I found the clue. And they'd be going, Annie, go across to blah-de-blah and ask him about that. Do you know what? I don't even think I had a clue what was going on in that show. No. I just used to think, she's got a helicopter. She's got those headphones. She's got a mic pack on her back. She's in a leotard. She is my hero. Now... Let's do a Challenge Jelly campaign. Anybody out there that would like us to visit them in their hometown? And I'd love to go to Scotland too. I really would. I'd love to go to Yorkshire. I want to go everywhere. So if you think we should do this, I say email our boss, Paula Bennett, and say you want to see Challenge Jelly going across the UK, reporting live, like that Muppet off of the Muppets who used to, no, well, yeah, it was the Muppets where the uncle, no, Fraggle Rock, where the uncle used to, Uncle Travelling Matt, I think he was called, used to go and report live in Fraggle Rock. Down in Fraggle Rock. Have a look, the next kit. We do chat some nonsense sometimes, don't we? Now, these are retro. If you love that retro look, you have to have these. My sister, everything's got to be retro. She's mad on it. It's that look, isn't it? That sort of 70s look of the retro glam is super in. You go around London, Sarah, everything is retro and it's so expensive.
It is, and there are sort of specific shops for just getting that retro feel, aren't they? And they are uber pricey.
Yeah, they are so pricey. I always remember my sister, when I had Mia, my first child, buying me a retro, what's it called? High chair. And I said, Alex, how old is this high chair? She went, it doesn't matter, Jenny, look how cool it is. I was like, I'm not going to put her in that in case it falls apart. She's like, what are you on about? That cost me £100 and something. I was like, what? You know, people pay for retro because they like the look. You know, that's, you know, it is that wonderful look. It's a trend-setting look. These would be wonderful earrings, these shell. Now, this is real shell with a retro print over the top. Now, you can create two different looks out of this kit. Now, Chloe is saying these colours together. Chloe is my director. How Moroccan are these together? Have you been to Morocco? She has, and she's saying these are very, very Moroccan. Yes, do you know what? I've been to Spain quite a few times, and I'm sort of getting that. And if it's anything like those sort of Spanish terracottas with the blues and the golds, definitely. Very, very, very Spanish tiling. You know, lovely on the outside and the inside of the houses, isn't it? I love it. I think, and if you're thinking London, it's very London retro. I have seen a few stocks or ties like this in my grandfather's. You know, it's got that sort of that material, that silky material look to it, hasn't it? Very aristocrat, yeah. Yeah, not that my grandfather's an aristocrat, or was even. Have a look at this pattern. Gorgeous. Then you've got this almost dusty looking pyrite, which I love. It's got that sort of vintage feel to it. Now, again, if you're into steampunk, if you're into your vintage look, and I don't know if steampunk is just a UK thing. I think it's stretched. I think the USA is quite big as well, isn't it? Steampunk is a vintage look, and it's also incorporating sort of watch parts. If you've ever seen a film called Hugo, that, I think, describes steampunk quite well. The sort of mechanical findings, and if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's such a lovely film, and it does definitely take on that steampunk look. Now, I'm going to give you the gemstones. I'm also going to give you some findings. Have a look at the findings that you get with this kit. You get 100 findings. Now, these are my favourites. And I do believe I stole a pair of earrings that came with this kit that Sarah's made. I'll show you in a moment. So you're getting those 3 strands. Now, let me explain to you that the strand here is lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli is an Egyptian, well, it's not an Egyptian gemstone, but it's a gemstone that was used very much in the Egyptian era, because you have natural inclusions of pyrite. Here's the findings for you that just twinkle away in that midnight blue. So if you love your Egyptian look, you can create it, I think, with both strands of pyrite here, actually. You've got, with both strands here of the pyrite and the lapis lazuli together, I think you've got lots of scope for design here, and some different looks, actually. Perfect marriage, lapis and the pyrite there together. The gold is very antique looking. That's my first thought when you see that gold, because it's almost got that dusting to it, that dusted look, that fabulous sort of mattifying, even if that's possible with a metallic gemstone. Of course, lapis lazuli is used by a lot of the greats. Elsa Peretti, Jean Schlumberger at Tiffany & Co. And of course, Paloma Picasso. If you'd like a bit of inspiration, perhaps you could check out some of those wonderful designers of our time. I'm also going to give you some gorgeous beading thread. Now, aren't these wonderful colours together? Real royal blue, definitely Kate Middleton blue. It's a sort of colour we'd have seen Princess Diana in as well, isn't it? Look at the gold, and then that's your beading thread, your monofilament and your elastic. So when you buy a kit from us here at JewelleryMaker, you buy all the elements to start making jewellery as soon as you get your gorgeous kit home. You've also got a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you make up jewellery and you still think to yourself, I cannot take to this, I do not know how to do it, we're so confident you're going to love it. Everybody that tries it does, I think. that will even give you a refund. If you've even made up jewellery, you send it back, we'll give you a refund. Only on your first kit. Now, you'll also get a host of free goodies with your first kit. A tutorial DVD that is step by step. It teaches you certain techniques, all of the looping and things like that. I'll show you, I've got it here. You've got, also it familiarises you with the terminology that is jewellery making, things like jump ring, crimp bead, wax wicone. What are those? Gizmo? That's something off of the Gremlins. It's not anymore. Kumihimo, Kumini, all of this, peyote, coyotes. You know, it teaches you all of the terminology. It will start to familiarise you with the language that we use. You're also going to get a Jewellery Maker book, and through your door every month for free, the latest trends and designs and advice from our designers. Here's on your JM Hub magazine. That's for free every month. Here's a little clip of a tiny part of what's on the DVD, just showing you how to do the basic things, how to attach a ribbon end, how to make a beady bead, how to crimp off, and all of this kind of thing, because it can be quite daunting starting. I mean, look how easy was that, and you wouldn't have known how to do it so easily and effectively had you not watched the DVD. So there it is for you. Don't forget you're getting your 100 findings. Let's make this one for you in your basket. Very affordable. 3 gemstone strands, all your findings, your cord, your beading thread, your elastic, your monofilament, all for just £21.95. I've got some earrings in, I'll show you those in a minute. Now I had a real job today because we are supposed to wear as presenters here, we've got to wear a piece of gorgeous jewellery. You pick a piece every day. I find it so difficult this morning because I could not decide which one I like the best, which pair of earrings I like the best. Now I went with one. I was going to go for some, and then it was so difficult because I love every single pair of earrings that Sarah's made today, and I gotta say I was really stuck with these earrings because I thought, oh, I love those. I know, you went for this one and then that one and that one. And I know, I went in the end for some different ones because I'd never seen the design before, which there's no gemstones in these, but they have got my favourite findings in. I've been going on about these findings for ages, so it's only right that I show you the earrings that I've pinched today. Now, what I want to show you about these earrings is the hearts. I love them. So the perfect Valentine's earrings, really, that lovely little detail. No gemstones in there, and it's just showing you don't need gemstones to create jewellery. You can just use your findings. Have a look at the gorgeous jewellery that Sarah's created. I love this. You've made such a pretty now. Absolutely retro, really beautiful design here. Very simple as well. Have a look. Now this one, gorgeous. This is why we have these teardrops, isn't it? Yes. To make. And I had so many head pins when I got to the end of my, almost the end of my making. I had so many left over. I thought, well, crikey, what am I going to do with those? And I just made those flowers just using the head pins. And they just sit so beautifully. And I just thought they just really allowed the light around those gemstones. Aren't they fab? And then you've got a Kumihimo bracelet, which you're going to demo, so I won't go into too much depth with that one now. Look at it, I love this. I love it. I absolutely adore lapis lazuli. Isn't this fab? It is, isn't it? Just a little classic piece as well, which, you know, just allows the gemstones to do all that work. Now these are the earrings I struggled with because these nearly went in my ears this morning. I love them. I love the lapis, I love the shape, I love the way that you've used the earring findings, the little hoops. I love the dangle on them. I think they're just blinking gorgeous with the chain, stunning. Then I'm going to show to you, you've done almost like, you've done sort of the rings that we've seen done with the beading thread actually, haven't you? Yeah. Gorgeous, but this time with the satin cord and the Kumihimo. Then I'm going to give to you some earrings, as they say in Wales. Earrings, I love your earrings, I do. I love that accent, I love it. Then look, I've got the done-up piece for you. A little bit downturn, but with a retro twist. Yeah. Could be, actually, a little bit 1920s. If we come out and see the tassel as well, have a look at the tassel too. There we go. So it could be a bit of 1920s in there as well. Little play on the sort of Peter Pan collars as well that are around. Everyone's wearing those plaid collars, aren't they? Yes, so little play on that as well as a bit of a retro feel, because the shell
ovals, gave me that retro feel. But it goes so well with all the blue satin as well, and all the gold and the pyrite and the lapis. It all just goes beautifully.
Now, I've got to let you know that that price tag is coming down for you. Dion said I'm going to do something cheeky to apologise for our graphic errors this morning. Go on then, Dion. It is Wednesday. We're turning Wicked Wednesday into Wonderful Wednesday here at JewelleryMaker. Say $17.95. Just super value for you. LQG C78 is your item code. Get shopping just like Karen and Margaret and Anonymous in the Outer Hebrides. Hello to my little Outer Hebrides jewellery maker, who I always think sounds like they're in the cold, because Outer Hebrides sound cold.
They do.
It sounds like you're outside.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd love to go.
Outside.
I'll go there in my jumpsuit, should you vote me in. Hello to Anne in Carmarthenshire. That sounds like it's in Scotland, is it? Or is it not? I don't know.
That might be in Wales, Carmarthenshire.
Really?
Possibly.
Oh, I do love Wales. Now, we're going to give you a demonstration on the wonderful bracelet. So, Sarah, where do I begin?
Okay, this actually is a braiding technique. So nice and easy. What I did was I started with two long lengths of my blue satin cord, and they do need to be long because you're going to be knotting lots and lots and lots with them. So they need to be probably 2 meters. And then you need 2 pieces of beading thread, and that's just going to be doubled in half, and again all added into your ribbon clasp. So when you clasp it, you're going to have 4 pieces of satin and 2 pieces of beading thread.
So just like we did earlier on in the show, you clasp off that way.
Yes.
Now this is a macrame, or if you're shopping from the US, a macrame technique.
Yes, it's all using half hitches. It's nice and
Okay.
And what you're going to do is, I'll show you how to do this bit in a minute, but I'm going to just show you how to create the other half of the piece that's going to come right round the shell.
And I love that you left it with a little bit of movement as well, actually, didn't you?
Yeah, because it's going to sit on your wrist. It needs to be nice and soft, and the satin cord is going to give you all of that. Okay, so what you do when you do a half hitch is you have a holding cord, one you hold in your hand, and you have a knotting cord. And I always like to say it's outside or it's inside, and that's relating to where the loop is going to be formed that I'm going to bring my cord through. So if it's outside, it's on the outer side of the holding cord, and if it's on the inside, it's on the inner side, where you're working, where your middle thread is.
Makes sense.
So we're going to go on the outside, and what we do is you form a loop over the holding thread, and you bring your tail through that loop. And this is half of a half hitch.
Okay.
So that's one half, and then the other half is form the loop on the inside. Bring your tail through and form it. This will give you a flat knot, which is what I've done literally on the other side. So outside, inside, outside. It's very simple and repetitive, and it's one you can sit in front of the TV, and my husband says, "What are you doing?" Because he hears me muttering outside, inside. He's probably thinking. And then he goes, "Wombling free."
Wombling free, the wombles of Wimbledon. I love that.
So you just literally keep going outside, inside. And you see how quickly this is growing. And each time I'm creating a knot, I am pulling the thread up. And so what you need to do is do that until you've got enough to come around your gemstone. So imagine I've done enough on this side, and it will come round. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally form, with the 2 that have been knotted onto, I'm going to form a square knot, which is, I bring my thread over, and then I take my other thread under and through the loop that's formed, and this will bring these threads together. So if you imagine I've got it the right length, which I haven't, but for demo purposes this will do. Okay, so imagine that's the right length, and it will go around that gemstone, and you can tidy it all
Yeah, we don't
up.
have time, unfortunately, to show the whole thing. The kits today are amazing. You were loving the small beads in the first one. This kit's giving you more of a wow factor, and the next kit's going to see seedy beads. So make sure you're staying tuned.
Do you want to see how to do the spiral, or have we not got time?
Wait, I don't think we've got
No,
time to
no
see
worries,
the
we'll do
spiral.
that another time.
Is there somewhere where we can see that
It's
at the
on
moment?
the Braiding 1 DVD.
On the Braiding 1 DVD, if you would like to catch that. I'm so sorry.
No,
we
no
are running
problem.
out of time because of our blips this morning. And now I have got for you the most sensational concave faceted ovals of rose quartz. Don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back.
Here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we are happy to announce that our studio store is now open. If you attend any of our courses, you can now browse through special items, get exclusive discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Become an exclusive customer at the studio store. For more information on available courses and dates, please contact our call centre. The new studio store. The experience just got better. JewelleryMaker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, JewelleryMaker are never far away. If you have a question or query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Are you looking to create bespoke bridal jewellery? Then come and join guest designer Sheila on our bridal workshop. Sheila will guide you through how to design stunning accessories, including techniques using headbands, hair combs and tiaras. The full course includes a selection of hair combs and headbands, a selection of findings and wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a trip to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Now, the last 2 days, yesterday I gave you the green amethyst version of this. The day before that, I gave you the clear quartz. They've been exceptionally popular. Now, I've got to let you know that a lot of our guest designers here at JewelleryMaker, I know Mark got the clear quartz and I know Gemma yesterday got the green amethyst. I'm not sure whether Sarah's seen these yet or whether you've got them in your collection, but my gosh, they're ones for your stash for certain.
Aren't they beautiful? We had a strand last night that had some concave facets on, but these are just beautiful.
The ovals are going to work super well in stud earrings. They're going to look beautiful in the centre of a brooch. They're going to look gorgeous in cufflinks, absolutely perfect in cufflinks. That concave faceting giving you the perfect finish to your rose quartz. Now, you can only concave facet really wonderful gemstones that give fabulous clarity, because concave faceting will heighten the appearance of inclusions, of any little indentation or anything in a gemstone will be highlighted by a concave facet. You are getting from that wonderful cut almost a vortex, almost. It is like drawing you into the centre of that gemstone. You're being taken into hyperdrive straight into those rose quartz, aren't you? A perfect oval. I'm going to count them for you because I think a lot of you are going to think about making earrings. Now, for me, the very tiny ones at the end are going in stud earrings. You are going to get pairs because these are mirror graduated, so all but the one in the centre will be part of a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So you've got 10 pairs with one large pendant. 10 pairs of earrings with one large pendant. 10 pairs of cufflinks with one large gemstone. Now, the clarity is what's exceptional. The concave faceting, beautiful. The drilling, exceptional. What about prong setting these? I've seen a wonderful jewellery maker, Michelle, who did actually send me, I know Michelle, you sent me last night on Facebook, but I went to bed early, I was boring, so I couldn't reply to her, so like, zonked out. I am a square, aren't I? Now, I had to be up at 4:30 to get here, so in my defence. Now, Michelle creates gorgeous prong set rings, and I tell you what, a wonderful, wonderful lady called Rachel Norris also does the same prong setting, making your own ring shank. Just incredible, just incredible. You could do that with any one of these gemstones. So, Michelle, if you're shopping, I'm sure you've got these already, and I'm sure so is Rachel Norris, and anyone who is inspired by designs they've seen these are definitely going in your basket. I'm seeing a lot of you on the website. Of course, Ulia is on the phone for these. Ulia always shops high-end. You're such a high-end shopper, Ulia. Hope you don't mind me mentioning you. But you do seem to get some of our most beautiful gemstones in your collection, might I say. Anne in Aberdeenshire's following suit, and so is Susan. Anna. Now, Anna does do the same. I've got to say, Anna and Ulia have got very similar taste. And the great thing about seeing your names popping up on my screen is that I do seem to recognise the gemstones that you like and the ones that you come in for. So I hope you don't mind me mentioning it. Always Anna, always Ulia. You do tend to buy the very similar things, and it's lovely. Let us know what you're creating and where you're selling your jewellery as well. Have a look at what you've just got, ladies. Well done. And if you haven't got these yet, or you haven't checked out your basket, Gladys, you've got to check out your basket. I'm going to give you a very special price. Norma in Hampshire's on the phones for these, as is Kathleen from Essex. I'm going to give you a wonderful price tag. Now, these should be coming to you at £21.95. At $20.95, you are getting an exceptional value. I think the last time, I'm not sure if they were £21.95, I think they were. But you know what, we are launching these at a very special price to you again, because we have apologies to make for our blip this morning. We are going to give to you an even better price tag. Well done, Vicky in Essex. New telephone bid. $18.95. Sorry, I got choked then because she went 18. What? $18.95 is your price tag. A wonderful price tag for a beautiful strand. Make sure you check your basket out, Vicky. I don't want you missing out on this one. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Sarah, Elvin, what would you do with these?
I would keep it really simple. And, you know, I'm going to just put those with some really elegant pearls. I just think they are just the most amazing. And can you imagine if you wanted to go a little bit different for bridal wear, maybe mother of the bride, bridesmaids. These are very elegant, very much that way inclined. I would possibly put them with some amethyst, because I love amethyst and rose quartz together. I think they're a match made in heaven.
Yes, they are.
But if you want to take it on the natural route, what about some green fluorite in there?
Green amethyst from yesterday.
There you go. So you've got lots and lots you can do with these, and you can take them on so many different journeys, whether you want to add different coloured metals to them. They will just change the look and feel of them. Gold or antique bronze is going to add a warm, rich tone and bring in the antique feel. If you add silver to it, it adds that crisp winter feel to it. It's just gorgeous.
I've just had a designer light bulb go off in my head. Ooh. Now, this doesn't happen often, so I'm going to have to share it before I forget it. I'm thinking, I want that strand of green amethyst yesterday, and I did put my name down for it with the same design. Now, what I want to do is I want to take one of the large oval from the centre. I'm thinking gold wire. I'm going to halo it. I'm then going to take the smallest of my green amethyst from yesterday, and I'm going to put one either side, and it's a ring.
Yes.
And that is what I'm going to do with these.
And wouldn't these make the most amazing rings?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Just think, you know, if you want to wire work the larger ones, possibly with a few smaller ones around the outside into a pendant, they would look amazing. You've got so much you can do with them, so much scope, and the facets, it doesn't matter what you do with them, the facets is what's going to sing. The quality of the gemstone is going to come shining through your design. They are amazing.
They really, really are. You have got yourself another incredible strand for just $18.95. Well done to Lisa and Patricia and Tanya. More gorgeous things going in your basket. Regita, congratulations, Regita. These are beautiful. Noreen, well done. Ulia, of course, I've mentioned. Susan and Anne. And I've got Vicky. You still haven't checked your basket out in Essex. Don't miss out on these, Vicky. Now, I'm going to give to you a bit of a sneaky peek on the bicones. Now, if you're into your beading work, I have got for you bicones that are gorgeous. Now, I do love knitting bicones together like this. How gorgeous is this, Sarah?
Just a gorgeous combination. I love the combination. It's like apple blossoms, isn't it?
Tis. I always say that with these colours. Tis, and I love those colours. I don't know if you ever went into like an old traditional sweet shop and used to see those canes that were twisted like rock but not, and they were so yummy, and they came in loads of different flavours, and also have the big lollipops like it. I do get excited when I see those. I always have to buy them. Only ever in certain shops, like in the Cotswolds and things.
We've got a traditional sweet shop in Twickenham, a proper old-fashioned one with all the sweets in the jars.
Oh, get some rhubarb and custards when you're there.
I have to nip in there and get some.
Oh yeah, I do. I am a bit naughty for sweeties. Now, yesterday I bought you I bought you these clear quartz leaves. Today I've got the last remaining few. They were very, very popular. I think Millefleury. They're coming up for you in a little tickle. I've also got a bit of a sneaky. I'm going to do something a bit sneaky, a little bit. I'm going to give you a bit of a glimpse at Sarah's jewellery. Now, Sarah, we're not really supposed to do this from your kit, but I am very, 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 very much into, I'm not saying I can do it, into geometric beading at the moment. And I just got Dion a little bit excited, didn't I, Dion, about geometric beading. So go and have a little bit of a web search, because our next kit, Sarah, gives you seedy beads, which means that you can do, you've got a bigger scope for your design as far as small beaded projects are concerned.
You have, and in the kit you get so much scope, and you can use them in all different ways. This is quite an easy sort of floral design, like a bit like a vine, but there are so many things you can do with this size bead, and they are so versatile, and just a little bit of patience just gets you the most amazing results.
They're so pretty, and I also like sewing gemstones into things like cushions this size. I think they're really cute. Your embroidery is wonderful, and actually little dresses when I was a little girl used to have little, they probably, I don't know what they were made out of, they would never have been genuine gemstones, but little, my mum kept a dress that I had, and it was all, what's it called when it's like elasticated, but it's all like crisscrossed over, and then a little dress, it was like...
Is it broderie on?
Yes, it could have been something like that. And then it had little gemstones, and my mum still got it, a little dress that I had. And she said that was when I was cute, before I could talk.
And if you do love your embroidery, things like cross stitch and other free forms of embroidery, and you like making samplers, these beads are absolutely the perfect size to work on your cross stitch fabric or your Ada. You can actually sew them in, and I am working on a little project at the moment, sewing beads into Ada, and it just looks amazing.
I'm a big fan of seedy beads. I also love surrounding seedy beads, cabochons with seedy beads. Now, next door we've got Gemma Crow, who has got a workshop. Can she give us a wave? I don't know. Pay us some attention, Gemma Crow. They're going to give us a wave. There we go, a bit of a Mexican wave. Gemma Crow, I want to see your beard. We want to see the beard. I want to see the beard. She hasn't got a beard. She's made my son a Viking's beard. I love her. She made it. If you've just joined us, why has she made a beard? She's made a beard because my son came home last night and said to me, "Mummy, I forgot to tell you that my homework was to make a Viking's beard, and it's got to be in tomorrow morning." There she is. Put it on. Put it on. No, she's hidden. She's so shy. And I said, "But Max, I'm going to work tomorrow," and I thought there's only one thing for it. And Gemma Crow was in, and I gave her a bag of felt this morning, and I went and said to her, "Please make me a Viking's beard." So I'll give you a picture of my son wearing his blinking Viking. It'll look a bit like me with a beard, because he is the spitting image of me, to the point where you look at him and you think, I'm a bit scared because you look so much like your mother, but handsome. I think Gemma's going to bring the beard in. Oh, yay! What's a Viking name? Oh my gosh, you are an amazing woman. I love you. Thank you, Gemma Crow.
It's a work of...
Bjorn.
It's where my son's name comes from.
Bjorn?
Bjorn. He's Viking blood.
He's Viking blood?
Oh, look at the work on that.
Do I look like a Viking?
That is amazing.
Someone pass me some iolite. I need to see the sun. Oh, I quite like me with a beard. Did you ever watch Blackadder when you were younger? When the Queenie wanted a beard. Oh no, it was Nursey wanted a beard. That's what I'm like now. Oh my gosh, I love that she's done my son a beard.
Isn't that amazing?
She's amazing. Gemma Crow, you're amazing. Have you taken a picture with me with a beard? This is going to go against me. You have to put your mouth through it, don't you? I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Gemma. I love you. Now, we have not got the bead loom in stock. We're trying to book it in right now. Have we got it? There are urgent phone calls being made right now about the bead loom. I can hear my manager Scott on the phone saying, please, please, now. It's come in the building. When was the last time we had it? A couple of weeks ago. When?
Oh,
didn't it?
no, it's 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks, maybe more.
It was you and I, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Gosh, was it that long ago?
Yes.
Doesn't time fly here at JewelleryMaker?
I know.
So the bead loom is in stock, and we are going to try and bring it in for you today. So I'm going to wait how long? How long do I have to wait? I'm impatient, you know. What was it someone said to me? You have to wait. Oh, I think it was furniture. Or you'll have to wait 6 months. I went, forget it. I'd have forgotten it by then. I don't want to wait. We want it now. We want the bead loom. When do we want it? Now. Now. Let's give to you. Doopy-doo, doopy-doo. Oh, let's do these bright pinks. These are lovely. And they're tubes. These are going to be great for bead looming, actually, Sarah, aren't they, the tubes? We're going to give you a double trouble offer. One of these is purple and one of these is pink, Dion. Is that right? So you're going to get 2 different colours on a double trouble. Oh, I love them. Now, I like the idea of rowing up these and weaving in and out with your silky cord. That would look nice, wouldn't it?
It would. It would just work beautifully on the loom as well. Those shapes just lend themselves beautifully to doing that. And you can do so many different techniques with them. They're going to look amazing.
Sarah, you know the bracelet you made for me earlier where you had 2 strands here of beading thread. Could I use these tubes in place of the beading thread?
You could, yes.
They'd higgledy-piggledy really nicely, wouldn't they?
You could also do it so that they are coming down the side and then coming across as well. So you could make almost like a ladder formation with those beads.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now I love, that's exactly what I'm thinking, the ladder, going in and out, maybe encasing them with a round bead, but I like the idea of weaving with these. I think, so if you're going to get the bead loom today, which is going to be in stock, and it has just been booked in to the warehouse, and we are literally, somebody's driving over to the warehouse to get me a sample now to bring on air. That's how urgent it is. Wow, we've got a gorgeous piece of jewellery, a couple of pieces of gorgeous jewellery that have been created. A double trouble deal for you, ZKG C15 is your item code. Today is uber exciting, isn't it? I'm going to give you the most ridiculous price tag. Have a look at who's created this? Oh, I've got a tag. There is a tag. Rosanna, the gorgeous Italian Rosanna. How fabulous is this? And then look, the bracelet's my favourite because she's used leather. Isn't that lovely? How fabulous is this? Now you're already in for this. Please trust me when I say the price tag is incredible. Now Sarah's been very, very inspired by these tubes already.
I have.
And if you love them, want them, need them, you need to multi-buy. Sarah, what do you think is a decent price? These are agate, they're tubes. We don't see a lot of tubes. They're long as well, look.
They've got to be incredibly difficult to facet those as well, to get them to stay in that shape and then to get a drill hole through them. So
it's really hard to source these outside of them being genuine gemstones, by the way.
And you know, so, and there's 2 strands. I think.
And they're different colours.
I know.
What do you reckon? For 2, we're doing a double trouble deal.
I think you're going to be looking at £15, £16.
15 or £16. Yeah. I can actually see the ladies on the workshop like this. Then at the screen they were like, oh, gorgeous. So all right, JewelleryMaker price, double trouble, I'm going to say £12.95. Dion said the deal is ridiculous, so I'm saying £12.95, but she then said to me, say it again, a Dion price, £9.95 for 2. Is it wrong? Is that too much? You've got it, she's right, you've got to multiply. The price is ridiculous. Now, I always trust Dion. When Dion says the price is ridiculous, did everybody know on the website first then? Because there's loads of people buying this on the web. You knew before I did. Fiona's got 2 of these. Noreen in Dorset's got 2 of these. Angela in Yorkshire's got 2 of these. You got to multiply. You got to. Well done to everybody that's on the phone lines. Anonymous, you've bought 2 of these. Oh my gosh. We have 184 and they are going out of the window. Hello, Maxine. You're shopping with us again. 1p&p for you. Who else is buying 2? Judith in the West Midlands buying 2. Well done to you. Wendy in Lanarkshire. Jean, anonymous in Ayrshire, anonymous in Cheshire. Debbie in Hearts, Hazel in London, I've got Hilda as well, and I've got Linda, I've got Carol, I've got Anna, of course I have. Kathleen in West Lothian's got 2 of these, well done to you. I've got Gillian in the city of Bristol, I have got Jackie, I've got Diane, I've got Margaret. Tina, you're shopping with us. Tanya, you're shopping with Tanya's got loads of gorgeous things in her basket as well. Have a look at that quantity bar. We are flying out. Sue and Shirley and Judith and Karen, you need to check out your baskets. Hello Mary in Cornwall, check out your basket, don't miss that. Hello Natalie in Surrey, Margaret in Leicestershire, Norma in Hampshire. I have got Jelena, well done to you. I have got loads of you. Absolutely stacked. It's gorgeous to see you. Oh Norma, you've popped 2 of these in your basket now, well done to you. Oh, you're on the phone lines, well done. Judith, well done, 2 in your baskets. I've got Lucy in Berkshire shopping with us. I've got Kathleen in West Lothian shopping with us. North York's Carol's got 2, well done to you. Nesta shopping, Julie in Gloucestershire, well done to you. I have got loads of you. Over 100 have gone and sold out. We've got 103 left, as you can see on your screen. So we have now sold half of our entire stock. There are queues on the phone lines building up to 1.5 minutes, so they're not too bad, and it is a free phone number. We've still got some stock. Look, there are still 94, but they are flying out very fast. In case you're confused, you don't need to choose the colour. You get both strands for the 1 price tag. You also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. With those who don't love them, you simply send them back. We're not even going to ask you any questions. It's no quibble. The code that you need is ZKGC19 for just $5.95. 2 strands. Sarah, if I make jewellery and I want to sell it on, or I want to give it as gifts, A, can I make a lot? Can I make a big profit maybe?
Oh, definitely at that price, you certainly can, because you're going to make many pieces of jewellery from that double strand. And even if you wanted to be gem heavy and roll them up, or use them on your loom, you're still going to make very substantial pieces from that. And I think that's a really easy way to be able to make a profit. It's just to just do make some beautiful jewellery from it. And I just want to row them, and I want to make them into ladders and do some weaving with them, and that shape just opens the world up to you. Even make some triangular shaped pieces with them, and go up and down and one across.
Yes, with you could do a round at the bottom at the tip, couldn't you?
And then you can have some chain hanging from them.
Oh yeah.
Do something very downton, or even make a bib style piece with lots of triangles all inside each other.
When you're paying a price like this, Sarah, if you've got that project in mind, think, I really want to do something massive. I want to do a big bib style necklace. You've got nothing to lose because you've not paid a lot for your gemstones. No. You can really start to experiment now with your different designs, with your different techniques, adding these to different mediums perhaps. I think it's make wonderful tassels and things like that. And a lot of people are making bookmarks that are quite crafty and putting gemstone tassels on them. It's a nice idea.
I can see these coming down. If you had lots of different pieces of chain.
Yeah.
One on the bottom of each piece of chain. Wax wicone at the top.
Always,
little
always.
Bit of an earring, dangle tassel.
Oh, that would be gorgeous. Almost like a fuchsia, actually, with these dangling out, couldn't you? Yeah. Take inspiration from nature. Also, I think is spectacle chains, rosary linking these with a round, and then a long, and then a round, and then a long tube. Great spectacle chains. And if you've ever bought any of our strands with the little tubey bits on them, they're the perfect way. Put some beading threads through them and go around your specs. Now, I've done that for Mia because she does wear glasses, my daughter, and she's all, oh, I don't want to wear glasses. And actually she loses them all the time. She's got her mother's brain for losing things, not for clever things. She's much cleverer than I am. Yeah, spectacle change, just to make it a little bit more exciting, Or if you're anything like my mum, who walks around asking where her glasses are, and there are 3 pairs on top of her head, not even just one. £5.95, as you can see, we're approaching limited stock. Lots of these, over 150 of these have now gone and sold out. ZKG C15, great to have you, Sara and Anne and Isabel and Joanne and Jane, but you've got to check your baskets out. Suli and Sue, Carol, you've got to check your baskets out. There's a lot of whooping going on in my ear. I do believe it was Scott himself, my manager himself, that got in his car, drove to the warehouse, got this from the delivery, bought it back, and it's ready to go on air. Can we have it now? It's time to tell you that I can confirm we have got the bead loom in stock. It's only just been confirmed on. It's literally just come off the wagon, says Scott. Scott, were they unloading it when you were there? But he had to He had to undo the palette. He said it was all done up with that cling filmy stuff, and he's had to undo it, take it out and go. And they're all left there looking very confused. Now we can do the bead loom for you. Sarah, you do have some examples of pieces of jewellery that are bead loom. So I'm going to ask you to do that while I remind you of your Wags wicone. We are limited in stock of your Wags wicone. So if you want it, it was just $7.95, and it was today's early bird. We also gave you a great deal on wire. It was down from $24.95 to $14.95, so £10 discount. Now our Wags wicone was in stock today. We're treated today. Wags wicone, one of my blinking favourites, and the bead loom. You know I'm obsessed with the bead loom. Your Wags wicone is $7.95, and I will give you the graphics for that in just a sec. What's the code for the Wags wicone, darling? QBWG 27. QBWG 27. It's £7.95, and it's the tool of tools as far as I'm concerned. It's definitely my favourite tool. Now it's there on the bottom. If you love the wire twister tool, you'll like this. You know how sometimes when you go shopping online and they say, or you're watching movies and they say to you, if you like this film, you might like this film. Well, if you like the wire twister tool, you might like this. That's my little recommendation for you. Now, Sarah's got some gorgeous pieces that I can show you, and it's all about the bead loom. Today, Sarah and I did indeed. We're not doing it yet. Well, can I show them what they can make? We can't do it yet. We can't do it yet. She said, I'm just putting it all on my screen. You've got to wait. I just want to show you. Sarah's got some jewellery to my right. I'm just going to show you. We can't bring it to you until 12 o'clock. She's a tease. You teaser. Now have a look. Now remember that Sarah and I shot the DVD this morning of the bead loom. Now, the DVD, we're looking to bring it out within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So get your bead loom ready. Let's do some Kumihimo. What was in box 11, eh? DVD. And the findings, right, okay, just because it's on my side. Right, the Kumihimo DVD. Sarah, is this your DVD, the Kumihimo?
It is my DVD.
So who more fitting to tell me exactly what I can achieve by popping in this wonderful DVD?
Right, this DVD takes you through lots of different projects, right from the beginning, starting with your 8 warp Kumihimo on the round disc. And in that section there are 5 different patterns for your round disc, so not just one. And then we move on to using the square plate to create your flat braids.
Oh.
Then we do a zigzag braid on your flat disc. We also do a square braid on the round disc. And I think there's a couple of other projects on there. I think there's a beaded Kumihimo on the round disc.
Look at that.
I know, that's the square on the round disc, and it actually has like a square feeling, and then we do the caged beads as well.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, so you get to do all of those. So there's, as I say, in section 1 there's 5 different patterns for the same braid, and then you have another 5 different projects.
So to take you through, you've got a whole hour tutorial of Kumihimo. You can see the gorgeous Vicky and Sarah in the background there. This is what's a little snippet of what you can expect when you put this on when you get it home. Now it's in DVD format. We'll work on your laptops, on your DVD players, and you know what, it's a tutorial, stop and start it. You're going to get 7 different sections in your DVD. You've got the introduction to Kumihimo, which shows you exactly what materials you need. And all of the basics of Kumihimo. Then you've got your round disc pattern. The 3rd project is the square disc pattern, and the 4th element, adding gemstones. And then we're going to cage gemstones. You then get the zigzag technique, and the square on a round is the last technique. Now this is $4.95 on its own, which is already sensational value. I'm also going to give to you one of our new matrix selections. Don't you think this looks like a really fabulous gift? Can you imagine, as a jewellery maker, receiving something beautifully packaged? You've got the matrix box there. I love the packaging. Now I'm going to undo this, and I'm going to show you exactly what you get inside, because I'm going to give to you loads of different findings. Now these are going to be, again, perfect for your bead loom, Sarah, because you've got all the different little rounds.
Yes.
These
I love these boxes. Absolutely love them.
They're fabulous. And you know what, Sarah? You've got your Kumihimo ends in here. Your bell-shaped ends are what you want to finish your Kumihimo pieces. So this is the fitting matrix box for what you're going to create. So you've got the bell-shaped ends here in gold. And I'm also going to give you these little gold balls. Now, Sarah, these are great for your beaded Kumihimo, aren't they?
They are. They work beautifully in your beaded Kumihimo, and they would work beautifully in that design that the lady sent through for the Wall of Fame. Can you imagine if there was just a few of those in there?
And it was only a second attempt.
I know.
It looked wonderful. I've got the larger for you as well, if that's an option. So I'm also thinking bead loom with these, Sarah, because we know those little rounds just look exceptional on the bead loom.
They will work beautifully on the bead loom. They're just going to add that extra bit, and you know that technique we did where we had the beads already on the warp threads this morning? They would look amazing down the side of a piece of jewellery.
Now, I've got to show you, Sarah, this is very important. I'm going to give you a price tag in 2 seconds. Very important, your pendant bails specifically for your Kumihimo. So you've got the loop there at the top, and then you just thread through your Kumihimo, and then you can indeed add a pendant at the bottom as a dropper. Now, I'm going to give you an example in a moment of some Kumihimo pieces, but here's everything that you get. Let's go straight in there. Now, on the website, you would pay $29.90 for everything. That is the matrix box, and you get, by the way, you get all the pots in the matrix box, you get the windowed box in there as well, and you get it packaged beautifully. You have got 7 different sections to that wonderful introduction to Kumihimo DVD. So you've got the knowledge, and you've got the findings, and you're ready to go. Now, at $29.90, I think we're being thoroughly competitive with our price tags there. You could go out, and I will invite anybody to go out and try and find different elements that we give you throughout the show at similar price tags. I think you'd be hard pushed, because I know I'm hard pushed when I do that. But we're not going to give you this for $29.90. We're going to give you a little treat for tuning into us here on the live show. We're going to go lower than what you would pay for the matrix box alone. $18.95. Now the matrix box is $24.95 on its own. I think there or thereabouts, isn't it? And you know what? At $18.95, you can still buy the matrix box at the higher price, but if you use this code, you get the matrix box and you get the DVD at a fantastic price tag of just $18.95. The value is phenomenal. The scope for designs is huge. DSG C23. Would you like to see some pieces of Kumihimo that Sarah has done already? Here they are, some gorgeous, and this is an example of a pendant bail. This is in silver, but you get the gold, just allowing you then to add on to your Kumihimo. And this Kumihimo is done with the satin cord. You can do Kumihimo with ribbon. Sarah, these are beautiful pieces. Have a look at that. Is Kumihimo simple?
It is, and it's very, very, very addictive.
Now, it's because it's therapeutic, they say, isn't it?
Yes.
And are you singing a little tune, a Kumihimo, as you go in?
Do you know, I just concentrate on doing the braid, whichever braid I'm doing, and you just get into the rhythm of doing the braid, because once you get the braid started, you're always going to be doing the same movements with the braid. So it's a really good one for children to get involved in. It's really great if you want to do this on the aeroplane. I know people have taken their Kumihimo discs and satin cords into hospital with them.
Yes, 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 absolutely.
And it's helped their recovery in hospital, you know, pass the time for them. I always take mine in my pocket to do the school runs, so, you know, you've got so much
just in case they've got to stay behind or whatever, you're there. My son's always the last out. Now, have a look, because I've got an example of how to use the bell-shaped ends there. So are you adding a little bit of glue to those?
You do. What you need to do is just tie the ends of your satin cords with something like either some household cotton or something like the monofilament is brilliant.
Wind it round and round and round and round. Tie it tight.
Yes. Then you can cut your end of your satin cords flush, and then you can glue them into the ends there. And once they're glued in, that's it. They're stuck in there, because you're going to use a really strong jewellery glue to do that.
Perfect. So for anybody out there who's not tried their hand at Kumihimo, or maybe done just a little bit of basic, that DVD, will it really help me to achieve those wonderful pieces?
It will indeed. It will take you right through lots of different designs and techniques for you, so you can then use both your round and your square plate. And watch this space, because there is more in the pipeline for Kumihimo from me.
We're also seeing a Kumihimo workshop coming up from Sara, so if you'd like to get involved in that at the end of this month, please give us a tinkle, 0800 644 655. You can speak to the wonderful Wendy, who will pop your name down and will even feed you. And can I say, the buffet is delicious. We've got this fancy company giving us fancy sandwiches, and
They are the most amazing buffet.
They're all saying, sure, it was delicious. I did not put any in my bag. I've stuffed my face with it. I did not. She was saying, I'm sure it was delicious, but nobody gets to eat it because Jenny goes in there and eats the lot. I don't. Someone's got to feed me. No. I am a foodie. I can't help myself. Cheese, that's what it is. Who can walk past cheese? Who? Do you know what my friend had for a wedding cake instead of an actual cake? She just had a massive, giant, millions of tiers of cheese.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Now, anyway, let's get cracking. Don't forget, we have got the bead loom coming up on today's show. Woo, hoo, hoo. 12 o'clock, the wax wicone. Have we still got a few wax wicones left? It does pay to watch all the time. We have got so many fabulous things. Now, at 12 o'clock, that's coming up for you. We are going to do the draw of the Wall of Fame. Don't go anywhere. You might miss something. Blink and you'll miss it. Now, Dion, what exciting thing can we do now? How about... let's do some cord, because if everybody's bought the DVD, we'll want some cords. And I've got some gorgeous colours. So these are great for the summer holidays, because you said earlier, actually working with kids is really great with this. And friendship bracelets are very popular.
Yes.
Both of us went to France over the summer holidays, and my son spent all of his holiday money on bracelets, on Shambhala style bracelets. And I said, gosh, given where I work, I can't even believe you're buying those for 15 euros or whatever it was each. And he did buy a leather one as well, but my goodness. Have a look at the colours you've got here. Now, you're not just limited to Kumihimo, but if you bought the last bundle, I would definitely recommend that you get these. You've got a lovely variant of colours, and I do think you've got a colour in here to suit absolutely everybody. You've got the subtle pinks, you've got the subtle silvers, but you've also got the brights in there as well. Now, these could be for friendship braids. They could be, in fact, for hair braiding. We do see a lot of hair braiding with these, and actually it's something I used to do at school when I was younger. I used to charge to do hair braids at lunchtime, and my mum used to buy the cord for me, and I tell you what, used to get it in a figure of 8, and it was sort of tucked in the middle with a little paper thing, and I used to rip the paper off, and I would plait the hair, and I'd go round and round, different colours, round and round, round and round, keep the cord in. And I can't remember how much I charged or anything like that, but I do remember the silky cord was very expensive. It's the same cord.
Yes, you know, you get so much in these bundles, and I have an addiction to cord now.
It's hard not to, Sarah. You can do your Shambhala style bracelets, you can do all the different weaves of your macrame, can't you? The twisted stitch we saw earlier. Of course, we know it's wonderful for Kumihimo, but also you can crochet with it, you can knit with it, you can plait with it. There is ever such a lot of scope, and you can use it just simply to accommodate a large pendant. Sarah's used this satin cord here with the Kumihimo, beaded Kumihimo, and actually, Sarah, we got the bead loom coming up later on. We can use it with that.
Yes, you can. That's a piece with the satin cord.
Here's a few examples, and in fact, if you were all loving, and you were all loving Sarah's bracelet earlier, and you're thinking, I'm going to fire out loads of those, they're going to be major sellers. Sarah's got a bracelet on, so have I, both of us wearing the satin cord. Now, in this case, we've got the blue. You've got blue in this bundle as well. Now, Sarah, show everybody what you're wearing, if you don't mind.
This was a piece I made as a challenge, live on air with the bead loom the last time it was on.
Ooh.
So it gives you an idea that you can incorporate your satin cord and your bead loom together. So there you go.
Absolutely stunning. And a lot of us into our beadwork, our bead looming, our weaving, if it's just a classic weave you want to do. And you know what, it might be that you're crafty. You're not into this jewellery making malark at all. You've never done it, but you are crafty. You do like to do a bit of weaving. You do like to do things with your wonderful fabrics and whatnot. Then this one is perfect for you.
If you're into your paper crafting as well, this is brilliant for doing bows, tying around the spines of your card.
Yes.
It's great for your scrapbooking.
Scrapbooking, yeah.
It's great for all of those projects. It's great if you're into haberdashery and sewing and all of those things. So you can use it really cross medium. And I just love the fact that these cords are so well made as well. They are really high quality, which is difficult to find if you can find them elsewhere, and you can buy them like this, which I can't. I can only buy them by the meter.
I tell you what, Sarah, and it can be expensive. But do you know what? Jewellery Maker price of $1.95 each normally is very, very, very good. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 8 times $1.95, somebody?
It's just short of £16.
£14.60.
Oh, okay.
So that's how much it should be. And actually, if we're comparing, again, and you think about how many metres, but how many is on each one? 10 metres on each reel, isn't there? That's ever such a lot, Sarah. You really can make a lot of projects out of this, a lot of bracelets, a lot of Shambhala bracelets. This could be a big profit maker. We were saying yesterday with Mark that if you charge about £4 per bracelets, and in this case you've got a lot of opportunity. You could perhaps do this at charity events if you want to donate a certain amount. For every £4 in the Shambhala bracelet, you'll donate 50p or £1 to the charity. I think because you're going to have a nice clear profit margin, hopefully with this one. If you're creating without gemstones, I'm talking about purely from this bundle, we're going to give you plenty of opportunity to offer your customers wonderful price. Like they're only $6.95 for all of these with all of the colours. You have got your satin cord treats. 40, 50, 60. So you've got 80 metres. 80 metres. How many Shambhala style bracelets would you make of 80 metres, Sarah?
Oh, crikey. To make a Shambhala style bracelet, you probably need about 3 metres of cord.
About 3 metres of cord. So what's that? What's 80 divided by, what have we got to do? 3 divided, no, I don't know how you do it.
80 divided by 3.
80, what's 80 divided by 3? What's 80 divided by 3? We've got 80 metres. You need 3 metres per Shambhala bracelet. How many 3s go into 80? 26 3s in 80. So that's 26 bracelets. Now, if you were to charge £4 for those, what's £4 times 26, please, Chloe? I'm rubbish at maths. How much? £104. Now, £6.95. I'm not going to add anything else. So I'd take away that £6.95. Everything else would be profit out of that £104. You've made £97.05 on that basis. Yes. This is a wonderful, I would multi-buy these, just like Janet in Wiltshire's bought 4. I've got Vicky in Berkshire buying 2. I have got Christine in the East Ridings of Yorkshire buying 2. Loads of multi-buys. I've got Madeleine buying 2, Susan buying 2, Jeanette buying 2. Absolutely loads of you on the phone lines. My goodness me, what a great deal we're seeing here today. Throughout the day, we're seeing deal upon deal upon deal. You are going to get the opportunity to get the bead loom. We are literally loading it up onto our system right now as we speak. Make sure you're checking out baskets, my darling jewellery makers. I don't want anyone missing out on this deal. Anonymous, you've bought 2 in the West Midlands. Congratulations, Sandy in Essex. Valerie, you're shopping with us. Well done to everybody on the phone lines. Mary and Joanne and Claire and Lorraine and Saria and Deborah. And I've got Sheila, you're all on the phone lines. Laura, Margaret and Delia, congratulations. Half the stock has gone and been allocated at £6.95. Teresa in Hertfordshire. Vicky in Berkshire, well done to you. You're multi-buying. I've got Nevin in Essex, congratulations. Ali in Gloucestershire, hello to you. How's that lovely Gloucestershire doing today? Anonymous in the Outer Hebrides, I'm coming to give you a hug and make you nice and warm. £6, I bet it's boiling in the Outer Hebrides. I bet she's thinking, what's that girl on about? For all I know, it could be in Spain. I'm that rubbish with geography, aren't I? Now remember to keep voting that we need to be visiting. I think it's 1 mil actually we're asking. It's 1 mil cord. It's 1 mil cord. Yes, it is. It's 1 mil. Yeah, if you think it's a good idea that we should be going on location to your hometown to visit your bead groups, I will have to insist that I'm wearing a jumpsuit. Then please make the request, probably on our Facebook page, or just go direct to the boss. You know, it should be done, shouldn't it? It should. I mean, I'm not saying I've got to jump out of a helicopter, even though I would. I mean, we might not have the budget for that. But I would let Ryan give me a piggyback or something. I think it would be lovely to visit you all dressed as Annika Rice, just because it's a bit of a thing I've always wanted to do. I couldn't look like her. She's all skinny and fit and like, let's get physical. Now, anyway, Let's do a brand new strand. Which one are we going to do? We're going to do the clay quartz. Are these brand new? The leaves? I thought I had these yesterday, but these are a different size, are they? Now, have a look at what I've got for you. Oh, these aren't the same as what I had yesterday. They're a different size, I'm being told. These are brand new. Have a look at these. Hand carved. Now, these are great for milleflorey, aren't they, Sarah? If you get into, by milleflorey, by the way, I mean polymer clay flower sort of thing. And if you can't do it in that advanced technique that is milleflorey, just a basic flower is fine.
Yes, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to do, you know, these would look great with your enamel flowers, your jewel enamel flowers as well.
Yes.
Can you imagine putting those, you know, having jewel enamel flowers, maybe really translucent pale pink flowers, and then putting these into a headpiece or a comb, they would look amazing.
Well, Sheila said that to me when we had these. She said these need to go in a bridal piece, actually.
They do.
I
They're
think
beautiful, but they just lend themselves beautifully to any of your floral pieces. So if you like making flowers out of other gemstones and adding those into your wire work and then having these as the leaves, they just look beautiful.
They do, don't they? Do you know what? I know they are leaves, but I said the other day when we had similar gemstone but a different size, that actually getting your coloured beading thread in green, running it through and curling the ends, you'd make a little gemstone carrot ready for Easter.
Oh,
I get very, it was yesterday because that's what made Mark say, I don't like Easter. And I was like, are you mad? Stop in your face with chocolate. He doesn't like chocolate. So in fact, everybody send him some chocolate so he gives it to me, please. Now, you could do that. These are gorgeous, aren't they? We've got yesterday's, the dimensions are slightly different to the on these ones. 12 by 8, 90 carats. 0800 644 655, all the W's. JewelleryMaker.com. Now, always popular hand carved leaves because there are so many different mediums. If you're making little flowers out of your fabrics, these are going to be gorgeous. They're great in earrings with a feather. We were saying these would look gorgeous. There are so many different ways in which you can put these into your design at just $12.45. I would think about running different colour beading threads, different wires through these. I think your scope is going to be exceptional. We're not going to give you these for $12.45 today. We're going to give you a cheeky little deal. And why not? They're coming to you for a teeny tiny price tag of just $9.95. Hand carved. Shall I count them for you? Because it could be that you want to make pairs of earrings. That's what I'm going to do. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It doesn't help when you say numbers in my ear. Doesn't help. They're going, what do they in my ear? They are cruel to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 37 is what I've got on my strategy. You should have there or thereabouts. Always the same carat weight and always the same price tag, £9.95. Always a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Lots of you in for this one. Well done to you. They are gorgeous. Put them in tiaras, put them in earrings, put them as pendants. Definitely Debbie Bolford style tassels. Great as the traditional leaves as well. Now, you know the kit we've been raving about. It's time. And I am so excited about the next kit. Where's that bracelet gone? Have you stolen it back? I'll allow that. It's fine. Now, as she's saying, I did. This is the kit you want if you're going to buy the bead loom, which is coming up in about 15 minutes time. You need this kit. Thank you, my darling. Now, I'm talking to you about CD beads. If you've bought, in fact, if you've bought our beading threads as well, it's going to be great with beaded Kumihimo. I'm very excited about this kit because I've never seen anything like it. It's a very different kit to any of the kits we've seen before, and I tell you, it's made in terms of gemstones entirely from CD beads, and they are all the same size but different colours. This is perfect if you want to do your geometric beading, which I am a huge fan of. Look at this gorgeous peach aventurine. Now I'm talking to you, now something very difficult is getting hold of genuine gemstone CD beads. I went to my beadery in Hitchin, which is very near to where I live, and I asked the lady, do you do genuine gemstones? And she said, no, I can't afford to give genuine gemstones, and my customers wouldn't be able to afford the price tags. I zipped it, and I walked out of there. I didn't say anything. Now, think about how hard these are to facet, to drill hole. Now, I'm going to tell you, these are on beading thread already, so that should give you some indication of the size of the drill hole in these. I'm going to give you beautiful, genuine peach aventurine. I'm going to give you beautiful, genuine quartz in green, Oh, I love. Don't you love, can't you see? Your mind's boggling already. What about chevrons of these gemstones in these colours, just on your bead loom, up, down, up, down, up, down, or in a weave? Gorgeous. So simple, so effective, just because of that size, keeping them all uniform. And then we've got the yellow. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Look at them twinkle, look at them sparkle. It's definitely going to be one of my kits. In fact, one of my favourite kits of the year so far, just off the back of the fact that these are seedy beads. Now you're already buying this all up. Have a look at that tanzanite blue coming from the blue quartz. Heavenly together. What about rowing these just like that on your bead loom? Your bead loom is coming up in about 10 minutes time. Sit tight for that. It works. It marries so well with this kit. It's going to look gorgeous. If you just bought the Kumihimo DVD, this works super well with the Kumihimo. Beaded Kumihimo is fantastic. And you know what? I'm going to offer you the opportunity to make Kumihimo pieces or anything from your bead loom, because I'm going to offer you beading thread as well. Isn't this one of the most exciting kits? It's so colourful. It's got, this could sell out before I even get to Sarah. Have a look at how many of you are in for this. I'm talking to you about one of the first, if not the first seedy bead kit I've seen here at JewelleryMaker. I am so into geometric beading, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, please do a web search for geometric beading. They are very hard to find seedy beads at the moment. Now I'm going to give you 3 sterling silver findings as well. No, 4 sterling silver findings as well. Excuse my hand going in front of you then, I am sorry. And these are almost in their sort of sweetie design. Have a look at these. So to add to the expense of this kit, but it's not going to be expensive, you've got sterling silver findings for of those wonderful sterling silver beads. I'm also going to give to you 100 silver findings. They're the new ones, my favourites, with the half of the stock's gone, over half the stock, Dion's saying to me. Now I'm also getting beading thread, elastic and monofilament. I am so excited that we have got such a beautiful kit, because for me, definitely the craze just before Christmas that struck me down was geometric beading. I love it. I've got to give you a price tag because this kit's going to sell out, I think. $19.95. If the amount of people on the phone and the speed you're buying is anything to go by, this kit is going to sell out in minutes. Have a look at the gorgeous bracelets that Sarah has designed, and that's just one fabulous piece of jewellery. I love it. It's going to create delicate pieces, or it can create big pieces. It's up to you. There are absolutely hordes of you on the phone lines. This kit is flying out the door. Please, we've got less than 20 now. You must be quick if you don't want to miss out. My goodness me, Sarah, Elvin, talk to me about how happy you must have been when you opened up this wonderful kit and you saw all of the elements, and because this is where you hit the ground running with beads, small beads, isn't it?
It is. I absolutely love my seed beads anyway. I love them, and I just love the fact that it allows you to create so many different designs. You can row them up, you can sew them, you can create your floral patterns, you can do your Egyptian netted style pieces.
Oh, I love it.
You can do so many different things with smaller beads.
I love that. So this one, you've just used Kumihimo cord in with those fabulous rondelles. You don't have to use them in every piece. But if we move over to the next bracelet, you'll see incorporated with macrame your beads. Do you add the beads afterwards or before?
That one's actually beaded Kumihimo.
Is it really? Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's very, very tiny.
It's because you've used beading thread that I got confused. So this is tiny beaded Kumihimo.
It is. It's almost micro.
Isn't that lovely? Could you do your micro macrame with this as well?
Of course you can.
Well, this is a huge craze. Micro macrame. I'm mad on that. Have a look, using the pendants there. Aren't they, oh sorry, the earrings, aren't they gorgeous? They go so well with the bracelet that I had on my desk now. That's a perfect set, isn't it?
It is, and just so gorgeous and easy to wear. And because they've got smaller beads in there, they're very light as well. So if you don't like a heavy piece of jewellery, these are really beautiful.
This kit's sold out, I think. Is it sold out? It's gone, I'm so sorry. Anyone that did get it, well done. I'm so sorry if you didn't check out your basket. Oh, it's painful. Have a look. Oh, we are going to get, oh, look at the next pieces. Again, almost a little bit Gatsby. Have you seen Great Gatsby?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I've got it. I'll lend it to you. Have a look.
Good. I like a good film.
Now look at this. I like a good film too. Look at that. I love that sort of splaying out, tasseling.
It's almost a bit like fireworks, aren't they?
Yes.
Shooting out.
And I love the toggle clasps, Sarah, that you've done there. And the peachy earrings. Now, the bracelet on the end is something I've never seen. And I think, which one are you, we'll have a look. I'm not sure which one you're going to demonstrate.
I'm going to demo the peach earrings, but I'm going to do them in the green. I've decided to change the colour.
Yes. So the peachy earrings, almost like little chandeliers. I'm going to bring them to me.
They're like little lanterns almost.
They are like little Japanese lanterns, but elongated. Oh, seed bead heaven. I love them.
I know.
I'm so sorry if you missed out. Your wax wicone details are, how much have we got left of that wax wicone deal? I know it's a very popular tool. We had it today as our early bird. We are very limited. $7.95 is your price. I'm sorry, but the kit has gone and sold out. Sarah, you're going to show us the earrings. So where do we start?
Nice quick demo for you. You start with 2 pieces of beading thread and a crimp bead.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, and you make sure your beading thread's probably 30 centimetres long, something like that, because you want it to be longer so you can work with it without any losing anything. And all I'm going to do is take the 2 tails back through my crimp. This is the fiddly bit, the rest of it's dead easy. And pull those. So I end up with 4 tails and 2 loops, like that. And then just loop those up. Now if you have trouble getting your loops to stay even, just put your round nose pliers in there and then just pull your crimp up to them. And then you'll get a nice even loop.
Oh, there we are.
There we go. And then just crimp that. And then what we're going to do is add on one of our beautiful rice beads. Now here's one I prepared early because no one wants to see me stranding on seed beads. I'm afraid it's not.
But it is easy to do, isn't it?
It's incredibly easy. I'll show you.
Can I just give you a tip? Because the first time I did something really stupid.
Did you take them all off the strand?
I took them all off the strand. What a stupid girl I am. But in fact, there is a much easier way to do it. And if you, like me, are quite a novice at everything.
I will show you my very easy technique.
Well, because everybody will do it once. You won't do it twice, I'll tell you that for nothing.
These threads have multiple strands in them normally,
yes.
Although they're twisted together. I haven't undone this one, but I quite often just untwist it and you'll get be able to pull one strand out and you'll be able to make the core even thinner. But with this...
So do not remove them from the strand, just literally sew into it.
Just go literally, if I can get my beading thread to go in the first one, which is the most difficult bit. And you go in like that, and then you just literally push that thread down.
Yeah, and push them onto your beading thread.
On there, just keep pushing them on. And that's how you do this.
Believe me, I have done this. I've put seedy beads on and then gone, I know there's a simpler way of doing this. Why don't I listen? Yeah. You know, and I'm thinking, and then I saw you do it, I think, and I thought, oh, Jenny, you're such a fool.
And that is how easy it is to do them. Now, it's up to you how long you make these.
I love them long.
So I've made them longer on this one.
This could be a nice bracelet technique, Sarah.
It could, indeed. You could just do this, and what you could do is, as you go, keep gathering them, crimp, then a bunch, and then as you go. So what I've done is I've added on one of my little rice beads at the top, my little lantern
sterling bead. Silver they are as well.
I know, aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah.
And they really add to the design. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all 4 of my beading threads through my crimp bead. And this is, as I say, probably the most tricky bit. It probably will not behave itself. You always get one that won't go in. And then in you go. And then what I did to get that lantern effect is I pulled each of my beading threads in turn to make it tight up against that crimp bead. And that's how you get that lantern effect. So once they're all tight and you're happy.
But it'll start bunching, won't it, Sarah?
Well, also what I did was just push it.
Could use that technique to cage a gemstone, a big cabochon or something, couldn't you?
You could, yes, if you had enough frames to do that, yes, you could. And then what I did is I just pushed it a bit more just to emphasise that, and the beading thread then will stay like that.
Yeah, because it's got a wire inside.
And then all I did, crimp cover on before I cut my threads.
Yeah.
And then cut my threads up close to my crimp cover, and then you'll just look like you've got a little silver bead on the bottom there. And that is it. Attach it to a shepherd's hook and away you go.
Nice tassel as well for a handbag, I'm thinking. Yes. How lovely would that be on a handbag?
If you wanted to, you could just leave these, instead of going through one crimp, just put a crimp on each thread, a crimp bead on the bottom of each one, a crimp cover on the bottom of each, and you'll end up with a four-finger tassel.
Be lovely. And the sort of thing that would look nice in a curtain tie back as well.
It would, but they're just beautiful beads. I'm so pleased that the kit's sold out and everyone hopefully got it that wanted it.
And me, I'm so pleased you all got that. Well done. And I am sorry for anybody who missed out. I'm truly sorry because I know a lot of you had unchecked baskets. The details on your screen are for the wax wicone. The kit indeed has gone and sold out. Now it's time, before my bead loom, or your bead loom, not mine, yours, for the Wall of Fame draw. I feel like a hamster. Now, oh, hang on, get back down, you. We can't have any, oh, one's, hang on, let me get rid of that. There you go. Right, close your eyes. It's time for the draw. Now, we're going to draw the runner-up first. £50 will be credited to your JewelleryMaker account. Lady Elvin, off you go.
Okay, right.
I could have put it towards you a little bit. Your little arms are stretched
That's
right
all
over.
right. There we go. I got 197.
197. Cass is just looking at who that is. Number 197. You have. It's Una from Newcastle. Well done, Una. You've won £50 credited to your JewelleryMaker account. Oh, I've taken the key out again. I should never do that. I should never do that.
Get the key back in again.
Now we're going to give it a spin again. Where is it? Where is it? Right, go down. And this time it's the winner. And we are drawing the winner, £100 credited to your JewelleryMaker account. This is very exciting.
That one there.
Okay. Number 314. I might have that here. No, I haven't. No. Number 314 is Esther Johnson.
Well done.
You don't know where you're from. For Esther Johnson, you have won the Wall of Fame. £100 has been credited to your JewelleryMaker account. Well done to you. Well, keep those Wall of Fame entries coming. The way to do so is to give us a little pic of your pieces and send them to studio@jewellerymaker.com. We're going to do an about turn. Right. And we're going to go on over, and we are now going to give to you the bead loom. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Even when you've got a pile of emerald that looks like this, even some of the larger gemstones, which are mainly reserved to put into jewellery, if you hold one of the bigger stones up to the light, you'll notice that only part of the gemstone is light and gem-worthy.
Join JewelleryMaker this Friday for our Valentine's Day special with presenter Vicky and resident designer Linda. Love is in the air. Join JewelleryMaker and guest designer Mark Smith for our long-awaited macrame workshop. Get to know the essential techniques and knotting formations to create these vastly popular designs. Learn square stitch, twist stitch, slip knot and much more. The full course includes a range of different threading materials, a selection of gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet the presenters and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you.
I need you on the phone lines. We do have the bead loom in stock. Every single time this has been to air, it's sold out. It's been out of stock for a month. It's now in stock. Literally came into the building today. Didn't have a clue that we're going to be able to give you this today. It's here and it's happening right now. Now, if anything, if the past shows are anything to go by, this will sell out. If it's something you've wanted for a long time, you need to be quick. If you're sat at home thinking, I don't know why I need this, why would I need a bead loom? What will it do? It will create the most beautiful, beautiful weaves. Have a look at this very, very professional tool. Now, the great thing about the bead looms, you can see Sarah's got a project on the go right here. You can do those fabulous weaves. So if you just bought the last kit, this is perfect for you. If you love to work with seedy beads, if you love your geometric beading, this is perfect for you. If you want to start doing designs that you can put names into, you can do little designs like that, then this is for you. This is our deluxe bead loom. We have had another bead loom in the past. Let me show you the difference. Other bead looms leave your threads there ready to tie up. Now, our bead loom from the Beadsmith leaves you only 2 threads, so you only need 2 of your threads. You can create pieces, very wide pieces. You've got all the pegs, you've got all the elements, and it already comes set up for you, save for the rods which you put in as soon as you get this home. There are lots of you on the phone lines already. There are lots of you shopping online. Our bead loom is made from wood. It's fantastically put together for jewellery makers, so this is a specific jewellery maker tool. It's been brought to us from the Beadsmith. Now, the Beadsmith, our jewellery makers, a USA company that have supplied us with some of the very, very best tools that are in your collection already, and if they're anything to go by, you know your loom is going to be fantastic. You've got illustrated instructions, you've got 4 of the wrap pegs, you've got the wrap separator cords, you get 3 warped rods, which these are your warp rods here. Have a look at what you can create. And as Sarah, you are an absolute advocate for this wonderful bead loom. You've used it from the off. The quality is outstanding. The pieces of jewellery you can make are fantastic.
And you're not limited by this loom at all. You can make pieces that are longer, as long as the loom goes, but then you can make another piece and you can sew those together. So you can make belts, you can make bands to go round things. You can just decorate your house with beautiful beaded bands and loops, make beautiful pieces of jewellery from it. You can do weaving, you can do all sorts on them. Beautiful.
There is so much scope for you to design, and this really is going to push you further. It's going to excite you. It's going to really get you going. Now have a look at the quality of the loom. It comes with everything that you need, and you're not limited like Sarah just said. Now this is a patented bead loom, so you're not going to find anything like it anywhere else. There is a patent on this bead loom, which means that it's exclusive to the Beadsmith and in fact to us here at JewelleryMaker. It's very easy to use. You can set 40 warps in less than 5 minutes. Now it's adjustable. You can use, you just move this along, you undo the bolt to adjust the size. So at the moment we're working on a smaller project if you want something larger, but you're not limited by that because you can. Our price is obviously exclusive to us here at JewelleryMaker. Now this is exclusive to the Beadsmith. Now you can join pieces together, Sarah, so you can make something as long as a belt or a cord or anything like that. Now it works with any size bead. You're not limited again, like Sarah said, you're not limited. You've got quality construction here. There's no assembly required. As soon as you get this out of the box, it's all put together. You've just got to put your rods in, that is it. And it includes the instructions, and this is an ergonomic design. The warp threads are angled to reduce the neck strain. So this has really been put together, even to the point where you've got a magnet to rest your needles on, so that it's really thought through. Every part of this is very much thought through. Now, on any other website that we've seen, this bead loom is $39.99, and a lot of the time when you go to check out, they're going to add VAT on top of that. Our price includes VAT. If you've already shopped with us, you're only paying 1 P&P. If you haven't, the P&P is $2.95. Doesn't matter how much is in your basket, it's always $2.95. Look at the size of the box. Look at this is a weighty, heavy, quality piece of kit. It's only $2.95 for us to ship it to you. Absolutely it is, if you're shopping within the UK. Now, I need you to be quick. We have got lots and lots of text messages about these. Get yourself on the phone. We're giving you a chance to get on the phone now, because I do think that this will sell out every time. Every time it's been to air, previous to now, it's sold out in the live show. I don't think today's show is going to be an exception at all. If you want, need, gotta have it. Now, let me tell you again, on any other website, you will pay £39 for this. Now, that's actually a good price, $39.99, when you think about what this can do, when you think about what this can achieve. That is the lowest price. That our highest prices. We're going to give you this for less than that price tag. We are not going to add any VAT on top of that price. It's all included. Here's a text from the wonderful Sissy, who has the bead loom, and she says, I have one of the looms and it is so easy to use. You will love it. Thank you, Sissy. And again, Sarah's saying the same thing. Everybody who's got this loom loves it.
And it is very, very, very easy to set up. It's very easy to use, and also it's really easy once you've finished your project to finish it off and get it into that piece of jewellery or that decorative design that you want to use it in. So that's the best bit.
Now, Sarah and I filmed the DVD for this bead loom this morning. I know with my hand on my heart that these won't be available when the DVD is available if they sell out now. So the DVD is looking to come to you in about 3 weeks. So you're going to get this home, you're going to open it up, you're going to get your chance to enjoy your 30-day money-back guarantee. And that goes without saying, and it's no quibble. And then the DVD is coming out. The DVD, we filmed it today, and I've got to say, not much editing needs to be done, Sarah. We're pretty perfect on that. Sarah was, not me. Between 3 and 4 weeks at the most. I've got Chloe in my ear right now in the gallery, who is in charge of the DVD production. I'm going to give you this not for $39.99. As our competitors do. I'm going to give you this now. Way over 150 have been allocated. You're going to have to act really, really fast. We're going to give you a much better price tag. We're not going to add VAT onto the end of it. And here you go, my darling jewellery makers. Just £29.95. Worth its weight in gold, this, isn't it?
It is. It's a quality tool designed for purpose, makes it really easy for you to do the designs that you want to make, and it is just so easy to use. Just love it, absolutely love it. I've loved it from the moment I opened the box.
I'm coming over to Sarah now. What I am going to urge you to do is go onto a search engine and try and find a better price tag than the one you're seeing on your screen right now. We're going to give you a demo. Should I bring this one over?
Please.
I'm going to bring Sarah's project that she's got on the go over. And I've got to say, Sarah, the quality of this piece is what I noticed first about the bead loom. Now, while Sarah's setting up, I'm going to show you an example of the jewellery that you can indeed create. I've got to say, one of my favourite ones is to add a pattern. And now what you do is you can download off a search engine, you know, like a knitting pattern and things like that. You can download patterns, or if you've got gridded paper like you have at school, or you can get it from normal stationers, then you can create a design in your mind and you can work with your grid to create, and it's not hard, but it is on the DVD. We're going to show you how to do that on the DVD, which is going to be out within the next 3 weeks. So if you want this, now please, we invite you to go and have a look and see if you can find a better price. $29.95. The lowest price we're seeing at the moment is $39.99, and that is the lowest price. We're seeing it higher. Now there are 164 of these remaining, and that's going down. There are unchecked baskets. Sharon, Vicky, David, Linda, Shai, Jenny Marie, Lynn, Jane, Emma, Jacqueline. You have to check out your basket or you could miss out. I don't want any of my darling jewellery makers missing out. That breaks my heart. Donna in County Tyrone, check out your basket. I don't want you missing out on this. You're going to absolutely love it. Put it in your basket, check it out straight away, because we have high risks of this selling out in today's show. Sarah, what are you doing here in this wonderful piece of jewellery?
Okay, so I'm creating a patterned piece of jewellery where we have little grids with different colours inside the grids, and it's a really easy design to do. So all I've got is I have rows of orange with different colours in there, and so you can see that I've started off and I've got like an orange square with green in the middle, and then I've got a green square with orange in the middle. So I'm going to
push it that way for
that's
you, so everyone
fine.
can see. Sorry, it's my fault. I pulled it towards me. Now you've got the little pegs in there, and that's to wind your Ceylon thread, Ceylon thread, S-line thread through and around. But beading thread will work, cord will work, all different types of medium will work. In this case, we're using this kind of thread because it's easy to show you. It shows up nicely.
We can see it on the screen. So let me just move that one out of the way.
Now the reason you've got this project on the go, because we didn't know that this was going to be in stock today, and it was supposed to go with the DVD when we launched it, I'm going to be honest with you, but of course we're filming the DVD, so Sarah happened to have one on the go, which is wonderfully convenient because it means that you can see this actually happening. Now you must be quick. 140 of these remain, but there are lots of you with unchecked baskets, and there is a large queue on the phone lines. It is a free phone number, so please don't panic if you're thinking about bills and things like that. If you're dialing from a UK landline, it's a free phone number. You can get involved on the website or the www.jewellerymaker.com. You can use your debit card, you can use your credit card, but whatever you do, be quick. I don't want you to miss out. Okay, after you, Sarah.
Okay, so how it works is you go underneath your warp threads, and the warp threads are the ones that are already running across my loom. You're going to take your needle, with your preloaded beads. So I've already loaded, as you can see, and I'm just going to bring those up in between my warp threads, as simple as that. I've got one warp thread on either side of each of those beads.
Now you can see the pattern forming already, Sarah, and this is something that you've pre-planned. But of course, as you start going, and maybe if you're a knitter and you work to a pattern very well, you won't need that. You can go onto a website, onto the web search, and look for patterns, can't you?
Indeed, and you know, as crafters love to share, so you know, if you look out there, there's lots of different patterns out there. What I've done with my needle on return is I've gone on top of all of my warp threads. So what I've done is created, if you like, a thread sandwich with these gems in the middle.
Threads. Now, please don't panic, because we have got the DVD that Sarah and I, as I keep mentioning, did film this morning, and that looks to be coming to your screens in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So you get this home, you get ready, and you know you've got yours in anticipation of that DVD, which again I think is going to be a wonderful sellout. And we teach you how to, I say we, I mean Sarah. Sarah teaches you how to put your bead loom together. She teaches you lots of different wonderful projects, including the projects that you see on my table right now, and more, loads of information. And of course, this is just the beginning of the wonderful journey that is going to be bead looming, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy this immensely.
So you just keep going. The thing that I find is so therapeutic about this is it's just, again, it's a very repetitive, you know, once you've got the hang of it, that's it, you're away. And then literally you just go across, and that's my next row in, and I've almost finished.
Do you know, you could just do this singing, couldn't you?
You could, and if you've got a bead mat next to you like I have here.
Yes, this is actually a really good tip. If you've got your velvety board, my gosh, it's going to make your life 100 times easier.
Yeah.
It stops the beads going everywhere.
Does, and you can just then turn them around, and if I'm not going to put my head over the top of the beads, but if you're at home, you'll be able to put your head over the top of the beads, and you'll be able to just literally catch them with your beading needle like that. There we go. Oop, come back. So there we go, and that's my next row ready to go. And literally beading needle underneath, beads caught, pull your threads through. And you do work with a long length of thread. If you want to work with a shorter length of thread, that's absolutely fine, because you know, you can join on your thread as you go. If you want to make a really wide design, wider than this, you can actually then sew 2 pieces together widthways as well.
Can.
So there is no limitation. You're thinking, oh crikey, it's only that wide and I want a piece, you know, 6 inches wide. You can make a big panel with this. You just make them the size you want. And when you're measuring your design, you just measure from bar to bar. So you can choose to make from a pendant, which I made over there, to a long necklace piece, or to shorter pieces, and you can then incorporate them into your designs any which way you like.
So Sarah, we've had a question now. Ordinarily you don't always have to use a needle. If you're using beading thread, you don't need a needle because you go in and out. Now, do you get the needle with this, or do I buy outside?
You need to buy your needle separately, but that's absolutely fairly normal, because needles are a consumable. They don't last forever, unfortunately, because, you know, they do get wear and tear. And some of my needles, they are flexible, and some of them are a little bit bent and warped. But that's absolutely what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be a flexible beading needle. So if I just show you.
Where do I get a beading needle from? How much can I expect to pay for a beading needle?
Oh, crikey. You get packs of 4, I think, on the JewelleryMaker website, and they are not very expensive at all. And this is a size 10 beading needle, which will go happily through this size of bead. You can get different types, but these are off the JewelleryMaker website, and they are absolutely perfect for bead looming.
So check out our website for those. It's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com, and just put in the search engine beading needles. They are available on there. They are very affordable. I'm not sure of the exact price, which is why, but they're just a couple of pounds, I think, aren't they?
I've got them coming up in my designer inspiration show on Friday, so if you get that bundle,
so they're going to be in stock then?
Yeah.
Oh well, they're probably on our website if you've definitely got them then as well. Now we have got some text messages, so I'm going to be asking you some questions, I expect. Let's have a look at some of the gorgeous jewellery whilst I don't want to subject you to my double chin while I look up. Carol in East Sussex says, hi Sarah and Jenny, I am new to bead looming, so would like to ask if I can do a split loom pattern on this loom. I can't wait for the DVD from Carol.
If you mean split, where you start off and it's create it from like this one here and then go into 2 separate pieces and then back out again? Yes, you can. If you want to create 2 different designs at the same time on the loom, it's wide enough to be able to do that as well. So you can actually set one pattern on this side, another piece on the other side. As long as they're the same length, you can set 2 pieces up on your bead loom at the same time. Absolutely no problem at all.
Fantastic. Now I would urge you not to hesitate on this one. We do have lots of you in a queue, and we do have unchecked baskets. Margarita, Carol, Danny, Sharon, Vicky, David, Jenny Marie, you're still yet to check out baskets. You could miss out. And Scarlet Rose, hello Scarlet Rose. Whoop whoop! I missed out the last time, but if I got the bead loom this time, I love Scarlet Rose. I'm dancing for you. I'm doing this. Are you excited? Yeah, I am. I love this. Because I missed out. I'm not allowed. We're not allowed as presenters to order things that we want until 2 days after they've been to air, you see, so there's no chance of me getting this, absolutely zero. And if you think I can take this out of the studio, think again. Not allowed.
We get frisked on the way out, don't we? Do you not like to take anything
That's
out?
why I stuffed so many sandwiches in my mouth before I go out the door. Look at what you can create with the bead loom. Well done. Unchecked baskets, Brenda, Carolyn, Danny. I have got Vicky and Essex still in unchecked baskets, Emma, Jackie, Jane, Jenny Marie. I need you to check out baskets. You could miss out. I have a lot of telephone buyers right now. There is a queue. You don't want to miss out. Now, you are saving a lot of money from us here at JewelleryMaker. Now, let's see, we got even more text messages to read out. Have a look. Which one's your favourite? Now, this is Beading with chips and nuggets here that you're seeing here. Veronica in Nottinghamshire says, hi Jenny, Sarah. Hi Veronica. I have just purchased my bead loom. Well done. Can you use wire on the loom? I'm new to this and I'm so excited. Talk to me, Sarah, about all of the different mediums that I can use.
You can use wire on your loom. You can choose whether you want to weave back and forwards with wire. I've got lots and lots of projects that I want to do with this loom that I haven't even had a chance to do yet, but you can use your satin cord, you can use your wires. I have made pieces in the past with bead looms that are only bead thread and spacer beads, so you don't even have to use gemstones if you don't want to. You can use so many different mediums. You can use your satin cords, your hemp cords.
0.25 wire, 0.4.
Yes, you can use all of those wires, and then you can also, once you've created your piece, you can then embellish them with even more wire on top once you've created them. So don't think you just have to have a flat braided loomed piece. You can then embellish on top of that piece as well with additional beads, wire, so that once you've got this tool, the world is your oyster. It's just starting your creativity, and it allows you to have the perfect medium to create these pieces. It's a proper tool for the job. It's ergonomic. It's been designed so beautifully, and I just love the fact that how well made it is. These are properly engineered, well thought out tools. Love them, absolutely.
Professional tools create professional jewellery, Sarah. And it doesn't actually have to be jewellery, of course. It could be that you're a crafter and you've been looking for something to weave with for a while and that you're just tuning into it. Now, Sarah, can I weave with other mediums? Maybe maybe I'm sat at home and I'm thinking, well, I do polymer clay. Well, I do things with fabric. Can I incorporate things like fabric in with my loom?
Do you know what? I'm going to try using this with sari silk and
I
things
think
like that,
be a
because I think
wonderful
it's going to work beautifully, because you've just, once you've got the frame, the loom itself, what you use on it is up to you. It's the medium to allow you to do the weaving, to allow you to create those designs. And I'm using, you know, Eslon thread here, but you can use your monofilament, your beading thread, you can use your wires, you can use all your fabrics. Ribbon, definitely ribbon. Any medium you've got, you know, and once you start doing things, you can start then changing the way you set up your loom. So you can start having beads on the outside warps, like we have with the drops there, but you can also put little spacer beads in between each row. You can choose to use different size beads alongside each other. So on this pendant here, although I set up to use it, the loom for 3 rows of beads, I've used 6 of the smaller beads in between on each row, and that's what you can do with the loom. So you're not limited to what size beads you use. It doesn't have to be smaller beads. If you want to use larger beads, that's fine. If you want to use irregular shaped beads, that's fine. If you want to mix your shapes and your sizes up, you can. You don't have to use, you know, I'm using all 3mm beads here, but you don't have to. You could then, I could choose to use a 4mm bead and then actually end up with a wavy design. So I could do 3mm, 3mm, and then 4mm on the next row, and I'll end up with an undulating design as opposed to a flat design.
Yeah.
So you've got so many different
techniques. So it sort of does this, yeah. Now also, I'm hearing that we're really trying to see if we can get this at anywhere near our price tag. Nobody's finding anything on the search engines at $29.95. And don't forget, it's not just beading. You can just use threads. You can use other materials. You can use the Sari silks. You can use all sorts of different mediums for your bead loom, but you need to get it quickly. I have got Sissy, well done. Use eyelash thread with the beads. Lovely look and very chic, says Sissy.
Yes, you can use all
What's
your
eyelash thread?
I don't really know.
Oh, I like the sound
I'm
of that.
presuming it's maybe the thread that they use for threading. You know, when you do eyelash threading.
Eyebrow threading.
Maybe.
Yeah, don't thread your eyelashes.
No.
I take my daughter to have hers done. Yes, the
Maybe.
little threads. Yes, probably.
I mean,
Yes,
I've used household cotton before. I've used invisible mending thread. You know, the very, very fine nylon thread. It's finer than a monofilament, but you can use that as well. That works beautifully. You know, I'm just using threads you can see for camera purposes, but you know, normally you would use an invisible or a white if it's a clearer gemstone, you know, so you can use all different colours. But then why not just, you know, shake up it and use things like your embroidery flosses and your satins and all sorts of different things.
whatever you've got in your crafty box. I'm just hearing Sissy could be... Oh, it's crochet yarn. I think we think that Sissy is an American jewellery maker, and thank you, Sissy. We don't know what you know how it is. Potato, tomato. So apparently, it's how lovely to call it eyelash thread. I like that. That's pretty. It's like your crochet thread. Thank you, Sissy. That was really kind of you. Thank you very much. I got another one from Anonymous. Sarah, how do you finish off your weaves?
Okay, right. I will quickly...
well, there's a number of different ways, actually.
There are.
There's no set one way, is there?
There is not a set way. What you do with your threads is you can knot them back through, which I can show you. But when I finish these pieces, I've actually finished them in lots of different ways. I've taken through this one, I've taken a head pin through my top row of my pendant, just there. So I've taken an eye pin through. I've taken wire through on this one. On the back of this one, on the back of this one, I've taken wire through my back row, and then I've added extra beads on to create that little loop.
You've used white thread there, that's very pretty.
I have used the white thread on that one. Again, I've taken wire through the end of my named piece just to create that, so it's got a little bit more stability at the end.
Well, the great thing to do is remember that we've got the DVD coming out, full instructional DVD. Right now we have a lot of people on the phone lines, and we have a lot of you with unchecked baskets. We could approach very limited quantities. How many did we start with, Dion? Do you remember? We had 300, so a huge amount of stock has gone, having only 78 now remaining in a very quick space of time. A lot of these are gone and sold out, and I know why. It's such a fabulous, fabulous kit. Now, unchecked baskets, Sharon in Somerset, Jan in Norfolk, Melissa in Ethiopian, Rosina in Kent, Brenda, brand new jewellery maker, Sharon in County Durham, Vicky in Essex, Jenny Marie, Jane, Emma, Jacqueline. You have unchecked baskets. That's a lot of unchecked baskets because there are lots of you on the phone lines. There is a queue. Don't worry if you're dialing from a UK landline. It's free phone, but make sure you remember you've always got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you know what? You've got 30 days to have a little think and a little scope of designs, things that you could do. Have a think about patterns, but it could be in the next couple of minutes that this is going to sell out. And if the previous sales of the last 10 minutes or anything to go by, this is only going to last about another 5 minutes. So don't hesitate to check your basket out. You know you wanted it. Can you imagine if you thought, oh, all right, I will check my basket out, and it was gone? Oh, you've got 30 days. You can send it back. We're not even going to ask you. Another text message coming through. BIBD37, by the way, is your item code. And this is from Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn. I tried to buy the Rick's Loom last year from America, and it would have cost me about £60.
Yeah, I can imagine. And then you've got your import duty because it's over the amount of money that you can order in one go.
Ship.
Yeah, so you'll probably get clobbered for your import duty on top of that. So this is an amazing price for an amazing tool. I love this. And you even get spares of your rods. You get 3 of these rods. The magnets on the end hold the rods when you're not using them, so you don't lose them. You even get spares of your tees for holding all of your threads. You get spares of all of those, so you have everything in there. It's been thought out so very well. And you get spares of everything you're going to need. I just love the fact that it's fully adjustable, that you end up with less warp threads to deal with at the end of your design, because you'll only end up with one thread here and one thread there.
And other ones, we've got millions of threads everywhere.
You would end up with a thread for each single warp you'd put on either end to deal with. Whereas this one, because my thread starts at this side and goes backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, it's one thread, and it's got one start position and one finish position, and that's all you have left to deal with at the end of your design. So no spending hours of sewing all of these back into your designs, which I've done. I've been there.
Well, you know what, the old bead loom we had was great, but this is exceptional, and it makes your life so easy. It just means that you get your design finished quicker. And there's one thing as jewellery makers love. We love making our designs, but we want them incorporated into the finished piece of jewellery as quickly as possible once we've finished making them. We don't, otherwise, you know, you get sidetracked, and we don't want that. So this allows you to do that very quickly. Yeah, indeed. It keeps a nice fluid movement. Now I've got a text message from Diane in Carmarthenshire, and she says, "Yay! I got it this time around. I can't wait to play with my new Rix loom. I just need a DVD to go with it now." Oh, it's coming soon. I'll push it. I'll push it. I'll push it. We did do it this morning. Chloe's going, not long, not long. She's trying to book it in now to be printed off. She's saying, oh, I can't make him wait for it. A web comment, hi all. I love the programme. Sarah's so talented. My daughter is Sarah, and we say it as Sara. Is that yours? Was Sara, she just decided to change it.
Christened me without an H and they said you can have it whichever way you want. You can be a Sarah or a Sara, but by the time I was old enough to choose, they'd been calling me Sarah forever, and it's stuck. So that's it. I've just got a strange spelling.
If you choose to have a bit of a double life, though, it's Sara.
I could change it, you know, if I'm going somewhere, you know, where I'm, you know, with all the celebs and stuff, you know, maybe living the high life. I could be a Sara then.
My daughter gets it. Some people call her Mia and some people call her Maya. And she is a Mia, but she did say I might change it to Maya just to spice things up a bit. Anonymous says, how wide can you make a piece on the loom? Oh. Well, actually, that's quite important. Width and length is now, but don't forget we've got a width, but you can always sew them together. So actually, it's as wide as you want it to be, but we will give you width and length. Actually, that's important. There you go. Definitely. You can measure. I don't trust myself.
Well, so the maximum length you'll get is 30 centimetres. Or 12 inches.
But remember, you can do 2 lots of 30 centimetres to make a 60 centimetre piece. Just sew them together, etc.
Between, you've got, I would say 7 centimetres with a little extra bit there, and if you want that,
can we do that again? We couldn't quite get that. There we are.
Sorry, I'm measuring right between the pieces of wood here, so it's 7 centimetres and an extra little tiny bit. So probably
you're being quite conservative.
Yes, I don't want to, and that's 3 inches.
So 3 inches on your loom, obviously
so
allowing
that's for the width. But then if you wanted to anything bigger than that, so say if you wanted to make a 9x9 piece, make 3 3-inch wide ones by 9 inches long and sew them together.
Perfect. And it's easy to do that, isn't it?
It's incredibly easy because you've got your thread running around down the outside, and all you do is just literally go between them.
Okay, those unchecked baskets now, you are swimming in shark-infested waters, hypothetically speaking, of course, because we have now only got 39. I have got Brian, Angela, Sharon, Melissa, Rosina, I have got Bridie, I have got Brenda, I have got Sharon and Vicky, and Jane, new telephone callers, and Emma and Jacqueline with unchecked baskets. If you all check your baskets out, that would take that quantity down to very low, and we have a queue still on the phone line. So if I've just called your name out, you are risking it big time. Big time. I've got another fantastic. Thank you for all these texts. I want to. Karen in County Durham says, hi Sarah and Jenny. Hi Karen. Just bought the loom. Can you use beads that vary in size, or do they all need to be the same size for each piece of work?
No, they don't all need to be the same size. As per this one. Yep, that one's all different sizes. They're nuggets, so they're all different sizes. As you can see, and the piece will allow that. As you can see, they're all different sizes on there, and you can see that they will row together beautifully. On the pendant, I've used 2 completely different size gemstones. I've used the large pyrite and the small impression jaspers. So you can see they're completely different sizes, and that will allow you to do that beautifully. And also on this bracelet, you can see I've used rondelles and bicones next to each other, and they work beautifully together.
I'm just having a question. Can I use a square and a round in one piece, or chips and nuggets and then really uniform gemstones?
Yeah. The world's your oyster, because your warp threads will move. They will come out and go back in. So your warp threads can move beautifully on this design. They're not tethered in. On some looms, your warp threads are tethered into little pegs and teeth. They're not on this one, so they can slide. If I just show you, if I move this way, and you see my warp threads here, I can move them. So I could.
Oh, and they won't go ping.
No, and you can release the tension on the back here as well.
Yes, these are like guitar strings. Yeah, so the same way of tightening.
If I want to release the tension on my threads, I can, and I can make them looser. So, you know, you can, if I wanted to start off with really small gemstones down here and graduate them up into a wider design, I can. Completely and utterly do that on this loom, not a problem. I can choose to have 4mm, then 5mm, then 6mm, and then go back down again, and I'll end up with a wave shape. I could choose to have rounds and then squares of a similar size, or I could make my squares could be even bigger. You know, they really are. It's just a very sort of free-flowing design that you can create on here, and these warp threads just move beautifully. So you know you've got space to move.
At the moment, I've got 15 unchecked baskets on my screen. There are 20 remaining, and there's a queue on the phone lines. Let me tell you, have a look at the pieces, and I will read out your name. I am seeing Elrit, Brian, Sharon, Melissa, Rosina, Brenda, a new telephone caller, another Sharon from County Durham, 2 Sharons, the other one from Somerset. Vicky in Essex, your basket is still unchecked. You are big, there's a big chance you're going to miss out. I've got Jenny Marie still with an unchecked basket. I've got Jane still with an unchecked basket. Another new telephone caller, Emma in Derbyshire, Jacqueline in Northumberland. Lots of unchecked baskets. Just because it's in your basket does not mean that you've got this. If you do not check it out, and Vicky in Essex, you've had this checked out, you've had this in an unchecked basket for a long time, you are about, now I've got 15 of you there, there are 17 left, there's a queue on the phone lines. I don't need to spell it out, you're going to miss out if you don't check out your basket. It is not secure in an unchecked basket, and I can guarantee to you after the show I will get at least 3 people Facebook me saying I missed out. I checked my basket out and it said it wasn't in stock. If you don't do it quick, and I've been calling your names, it will not hold the stock. It will just remember you wanted it. If it's in stock you can have it. If it's not, missed out. We had, how many of these again? 300. We are down to the last 14, which means there are more unchecked baskets now than we have in stock. Let me check. Vicky in Essex, you've had this in your basket from the start. You're going to miss out. I have got Elrit, you're going to miss out. Brian, you're going to miss out. Sharon, you're going to miss out. Nancy in Somerset, check out your basket or you're going to miss out. Jenny Marie, you're going to miss out. Emma in Derbyshire, you're going to miss out. Jacqueline, you're going to miss out. We've got 10 remaining. This is 9, 8, 7, everybody's checking out their baskets now. 6, I'm glad I told you. 5, this is going to sell out. You have to, you're quick, you've got to be quick now. Is against the phone lines and those unchecked baskets. If you don't check them, quick, go, 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 go. Don't miss out. 3, only 3 chances are left for this one. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. You are going to miss out now. Oh, Vicky in Essex, it's still there in your basket. It's unchecked. I know that you want this, but you haven't checked out your basket. The same with Nancy. Make sure you're quick, Nancy. We've got 3 remaining chances. There are more people on the phone lines than there are. You've got it now. Bernadette in Gloucestershire, don't you miss out, my Gloucestershire girl. You quickly check out your basket. There's 2 chances. I don't want you going without. Now who else? Jacqueline in Northumberland, you've had this in your basket since the start. Emma in Derbyshire, we're down to the last 2. Who is going to miss out on this? Oh gosh, Brian, well done. You've gone and checked out your basket. Thank goodness. It is the final countdown. Oh, Vicky in Essex, I know what she's done. Oh, go and make yourself a cup of tea. There's still 100 left. Yeah. She's going to come back in the room and go, it's not a checked basket. You've got 1 left. She's going to do this. Oh, she always does that to me, Chloe. Now, Sharon in County Durham, Jenny Marie, is it going to be yours? Bernadette in Gloucestershire, check your basket out. Nancy in Somerset, check your basket out. Sharon, there's only one. Look how many of you I've got. Oh my gosh. Brian, well done. You're safe, you're safe. I'm glad I called you out. Now, nobody's allowed to Facebook me. Gone, sold out. Knew that would happen. Oh, wow. You know who missed out on that, don't you? Vicky in Essex. Vicky!
Gonna be kicking herself.
Oh, when's it coming back in?
I don't know. That's the trouble, because the way they ship in, the weather's affecting things and all sorts, so who knows when these are going to come back into stock.
I'm so sorry if you missed out. I hope I called your name out, but it's gone. It's gone. Now, the only thing to quickly show you is my Viking's beard. Apparently it suits me. It does. It covers most of my face. Of course it suits me. It's making my nose itchy. And that's thanks to the wonderful Gemma Crow. Now the bead loom's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. If you got it, I am so jealous of you. I don't know why I was encouraging you to check out your basket, because if I hadn't have done, I'd have got mine. Now I have got for you. So I'm going to give you another Kumihimo bundle. The last one was very popular. Actually, you can use this in conjunction with your bead loom, because I've got some different cords and threads for you. So this would be a great pairing with the bead loom. If you didn't get our last Kumihimo bundle, you can use both your hemp cord and your satin cords with your Kumihimo bundle. Now you've got 4 of the different cords. I'm going to just move them because they're not sitting very nicely together. There we go. And I'm going to give you the Kumihimo DVD. Now, the lady to my right put this Kumihimo DVD together, and she's giving you 7 different projects with this Kumihimo DVD. You are going to get the chance to watch up on your introduction to Kumihimo, which will familiarise you with the different mediums you can use. It will show you what tools you need to use, and then we go straight in to work with the round disc pattern as your second part of the DVD. Your third part shows your square disc pattern. Number 4, adding gemstones. The 5th element, cage gemstones. The 6th is the zigzag technique, and the 7th is the square on round. So you've got all those different techniques. There's an hour on there of uninterrupted Sara Elvin. I'm going to give you your hemp cord. Of course, this isn't just for Kumihimo, it's also for doing your friendship bracelets, your macrame or macrame if you're shopping from the US. I wonder what Australians call macrame. I'd like to know. Now you've got all those different. Chloe just did a really rubbish macrame accent in my. Have a look. You've got a pack of 4, 9 meters in each one, and this is 1 mil thickness. The hemp cord is really great for tying together because the fiber's not together so that it won't spring out. And also these are great for masculine pieces as well as feminine pieces. Great for Japanese knotting and things like that. Now your silky satin cords are wonderful. Again, all of these are Kumihimo friendship bracelets, macrame. We have got opportunities to crochet with these. Or eyelash technique if you're in, I like that. I'm going to use that again. Thank you to you. Here's a few clips from the DVD. This is what you can expect to see when you pop it in and you press that play button. You'll have Sara Elvin in your living room or wherever it is you're watching. If you're anything like me, you're escaping with the laptop. Yes. Although that's got hidden from me now. You get all of this, not for £15.70, which is what you would pay if you were shopping with us online today, but for just £6.95, you're paying £4.95 for the DVD ordinarily, which means that the rest of it is just £2. It's a glorious day to come shopping with us here today at JewelleryMaker. And you know that bead loom looks pretty heavy. We're only charging you £2.95 for postage. By the way, if you add to that order, your postage will not go up at all. Your basket was open from the first moment that you ordered from us today, no matter what it was you ordered with us, and that does stay open all the way until midnight tonight. Join Ed at 5 o'clock today. He has bargains galore all the way up until 9. At 1 o'clock this afternoon, don't go anywhere because the fun continues with Fee and Laura Binding in our designer inspirations. Oh no, sorry, it's Debs and new Debs. New Debs at £6.95. EYG C27 is your, FYG C27 is your item code. Well done to everybody who's shopping with us today. We do love you, jewellery makers. Keep those texts flowing. Well done to you if you did manage to get that. Oh gosh, I hope Vicky in Essex hasn't just walked back in to see she's missed out. I'm gutted for her. Now, my darling, is it all you? If that was you, oh, I'm so sorry. Now, what should we do now? Can we do the prehnite, the lovely bicones that go so well with the rose quartz? Have a look. Prehnites are going to work beautifully on your bead loom because they just knit together and you don't get any gaps. Oh, they're gorgeous. Have a look. You noticed I've still got this bracelet on? Yeah, I know. Now, I know my daughter's going to steal this. Have a look. You've got that gorgeous prehnite. Now, I am going to give to you the rose quartz version of these as well. They're both brand new. I do love a bicone, Sarah. And Sarah, whether I'm beaded Kumihimo or whether I'm bead looming or whether I'm doing beaded projects, these are ace.
Oh yeah, bicones just change the way your jewellery looks, the way it feels. They give you everything that a round might give you, but then they give you all that extra sparkle, but that tessellation as well, where they fit together beautifully. If you're doing your beaded beads, they move beautifully and they lock together. They're great if you're doing your right-angled weave designs. They work beautifully and they just change the way your jewellery looks. And I think if you're a new jewellery maker, they're brilliant to get into your stash. If you're an experienced jewellery maker, you'll be on the phone already because you know why you need these in your life. And they're just, the sparkle as well, the added sparkle you get from a bicone is just amazing.
It is, and they look great even if you're not using a beaded technique, just like a regular rosary loop. I mean, if you've got the bead loom, you've got to get gemstones like this. You just gotta.
They do. They just work beautifully on the bead loom, and you know, why not have row upon row of these beautiful gemstones sat around your neckline or on your wrist? I just love them. But you know, if you're just using your standard, if you want to do a little bit of wire work, a few rosary links, a little bit of wire wrapping, they work right across the mediums beautifully.
And what about that prehnite? What a gorgeous colour, so set for your spring summer collections. EGP56, lots of you coming in for this one at just £8.45. Now prehnite with that peeled grape clarity, or dare I say it, Pinot Grigio clarity. Is it? I did think when I was driving to work today, oh, is it too early? Yes, it is, Jenny, and you're driving is what I said for myself. £8.45. Susan, not really. Susan in Lancashire and Susan in Lincolnshire, just to confuse me. Jean in the city of Glasgow has bought two of these. Gladys in London is shopping for these as well. They are going to look so pretty together with the rose quartz, and that's exactly where I'm going next. If you bought the prehnite, please do get those together. Wouldn't this look gorgeous with the kit that we bought, the CDB kit?
Oh, amazing. Those colours is just going to add to all those beautiful beads that you had in there. If you got that kit, you know, you're going to be in heaven if you have these as well, because they just allow you to then, if you want to have a bicone and then take those seed beads around the outside and almost make like little flower petal shapes around them, work beautifully. Yes,
they will. Those little rounds are so versatile, aren't they? Do you know what? These make great clusters, Sarah. A nice ball head pin through there, and I think gold or silver or antique bronze would look stunning. Nice cluster, lots of movement. So the bubble bracelet is a great idea. Adding a few charms to a charm bracelet is a wonderful idea. I've got the Gemstone of Friendship here, rose quartz. Always great. We had somebody sent us in a wall of fame yesterday about sending their friend something just because she was feeling a bit down, and I think she was overseas. I think she was in America. Look at the clarity. Send a friendship gemstone to your friend, gemstone that speaks volumes of love. And if you're into that sort of myth and legend thing, if you're not, then I apologise, but I am. I'm terrible for things like that. And whoever believes what, you know, of course, each to their own. But look at it. I mean, the clarity. And we don't see clarity like that outside of the, you know, the strand I gave you earlier with the concave facets. Now, that's clarity from an exceptional strand. We don't expect to see clarity from your bicones like this, do we?
I know, and when you've got that clarity, the colour just comes shining through as well. And I just love the way that these, you know, if you want to row them up as well, if you want to use those little connectors in between or make your own from wire and have a double row of these. Can you imagine if you had a row of those and then a row of prehnite and then a row of those in a bracelet, 3 rowed up? Would just look amazing.
I just love a bicone.
And sometimes the simple things you do with a beautiful gemstone in a beautiful cut makes it shine even more.
I agree with you, and I do think, you know, with gemstones that offer us subtlety and beauty, these are great with the tiara technique as well, by the way. Maybe you want to do a tree of life with a twist, then this one's for you. On the phone lines, you are stacking up, so let's not disappoint you. I've got lots of you. Hello, Shona. Hello, Cynthia. I've got Alicia and Gillian and Joanne. I've got lots of new jewellery makers. A big welcome to you, Lisa and Leslie and Susan's and Gladys and Sylvia and Anne, 2 Annes. I've got lots of you in for this one. All yours for just £6.95. 6:45? I thought they were going to be in the same boat as the prehnite. Only dogs can hear me. Got to went a bit high pitched then, sorry. TSG P16. Well, I do like a shocking price tag. And you know what? Bicone's super versatile. We've mentioned practically every technique. You can use these with macrame. You can use this with beadloom. You can use these with your Kumihimo in the tiara technique. They're great in beaded projects. I mean, they're so versatile. Great as spacers, great as beady beads, great as clusters, great in the bubble bracelet. I mean, the possibilities are endless. A Debbie Bolford style tassel in an earring or in a pendant, wonderful. Amazing. We got the black rutile quartz version to give you now. I'm sorry if I'm hurrying you, we're running out of time a little bit, aren't we? How are you doing with your, oh my gosh, how are you doing with your
I'm not doing
challenge?
too well, I've made a necklace.
I tell you what, Sarah, I've made you do bead looming. I've made you do a whole bracelet so that you thought, oh gosh, I'm so mean. I've been like, whoosh.
That's okay.
Oh gosh, sorry. I've been a bit of a circus.
I can only do what I can do.
What's the man that runs the circus called?
The ringmaster.
Yeah, that's what I've been like today, haven't I? Now, come in here. I don't think they have those anymore, do they? They don't have animals anymore, do they? No,
so
it's
much.
mean. I'm glad. Have a look at what I've got for you right now. Black rutile quartz. Those black rutilations are caused by the inclusions of tourmaline, which is October's birth gemstone. Do you know, these remind me of a bit of modern art. They're kind of a bit, yeah, what's that artist called that does the stripes and the splashes? I always forget.
Is it Pollock?
That's it, Pollock, Jackson Pollock, very Jackson Pollock. And you know what? I really love monochrome. Anyone can wear monochrome. Black and white is so stylish, so timeless. It doesn't matter if you're 8 or 88. Or even further on than that, you can wear black and white.
You can.
And actually, black and white is always the one that if I go into my mum's jewellery stash, I'm going to pinch. And the same with my daughter. She's always in my, you know, it's one of those ones. And if you're always stuck for a gift idea, black and white, sometimes you think, gosh, what colour does my best friend? You know their favourite colour, but you don't necessarily know whether they wear that in jewellery or not. And so black and white every single time, because it's going to go with everything, isn't it? You've got a lovely sort of cloudy lemonade clarity to these as well. TNG P62. 65 carats, and these bicones are 6 mil. Loads of you shopping today, and a lot of you are multi-buying on your bicones. A lot of you have bought every single colour. Let me assure you that you're only going to pay £1, one lot of P&P, which is £2.95. 0800 644 655 is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. Or the W's.JewelleryMaker.com. And again, we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee with absolutely everything you shop for from us here at Jewellery Maker today at £6.45. We are driving the call centre mad buzzing with, oh, they love hearing from you though, so thank you so much. Vera, Alison, Georgina, Marilyn, you're shopping for loads of gorgeousness today. Hazel, M, I've got Susan, I've got Norma, I've got Gillian, I've got Christina, Anne, and I've got Paula. Hello, from Jenny in Lincolnshire, shaking it up for the Jennies in Lincolnshire. What does that say? The Met Office give red weather warnings. Stay safe, everyone. What's red? What does that mean?
Where for? Whole country?
What for? Floods, snow, what? Everything? Oh no.
Never going to get home.
I know my son's not going to have football cancelled tonight. I'm still going to have to stand in that blinking field though for 2 hours. I tell you that for nothing. Oh my gosh, really, thank you for letting us know. Red weather warnings, crikey. Crikey. Stay in and don't go out if you don't have to. Don't. Now, oh, stay indoors, my darling, stay safe. £6.45. Well done to Paula, well done to Sue, well done to Sharon, well done to Gladys. Thank you, Lorraine and Hazel, and thank you so much, Jen, for that weather update. Feel a bit like a weather girl now. Should I be a bit more serious? Anyone got any glasses? I don't think I'm sensible enough, am I? Now, let's do some more. Can we do one more? Oh, I'm going to give you, where's my waggle? Here it is, I've got my wag on. It's like having a swag on, but with a wag on. Now, the Wags wicone was our glorious early bird this morning. We've still got a few available at £7.95 for you. Be quick if you want to create the perfect cone. This is your tool. If you love your wire work, you need a Wags wicone in your life. Where are you going to be without it? £7.95 is your price tag for your Wags wicone. QBWG270. We've been very, very popular, this Wags wicone. It was designed by Gary Wagstaff, who is wonderful, who has made this specifically for Jewellery Maker. The Wagstaff family very much the Brady bunch of jewellery making, actually. I've decided to dub them a family of wonderful jewellery makers. Now this is a fabulous tool, and Gary knows, the inventor of this tool knows how much I love it, to the point where he even sent me a t-shirt, which I now wear in bed, which says Team Wicone on it. And yeah, it's my bedtime t-shirt. I can be seen of an evening tucked up with my Claire Boulding book in one hand and my Wags Wicone t-shirt on, a cup of tea or a glass of wine, depending. £7.95 for this wonderful tool that is truly going to inspire you and is going to make your jewellery, the finishes of your pieces, look perfect. So if you're into Kumihimo, this is a perfect end for it. Now, what about the wire deal I gave you earlier? Let's have a little. You make a £10 saving on this, and this is a day show price only. Tomorrow, if you try and get this price tag, it will not be available. The price will go back up on to £24.95, because for today, I'm going to give you the price tag with a £10 off deal at $14.95. ICJM07 is your item code. 0.8 wire is your muscles, but these are muscles that we can move a little bit, a bit more malleable. Great for rings, great for wire twisting. You can hammer it a little bit. Don't overdo it and don't hammer all across, because it will weaken it. You can make your own jump rings out of this as well. 100 meters. That will go on and 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 on. 100 meters is great for you if you're just starting out as well, because you've got plenty of scope. You can make your own pendants. You can do Laura binding style wire wrapping. Now we're going to very quickly give you another bundle. Very quickly, we're running out of time. And don't forget, Sarah's 10-strand bundle will be coming up for you in a mo. Do not let me leave without my Viking beard. Number 7. Oh, I love these. Top drill. We were talking about skim drilled earlier, weren't we? Oh, they work so well. I think I might do these wearing my beard. How am I going to attach this to my son? I'll ask Gemma. How do I attach this to the boy?
Clear elastic, jewellery elastic.
Oh, can you give me some of that to take home, please?
I shall.
What do Vikings do? What accent do Vikings have? Max keeps telling me about why places are called what they're called in Britain because of the Vikings invading. I don't know what these kids are on about. Now, they don't have a Bristol accent. I think they're from Norway, aren't they? They talk like that, a bit like Laura Binding and like me. You think they've got Scottish accents? No, they don't have Scouse accents. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of a Scouse Viking in all my life. I can't believe you're saying it. I know what? Yeah, let's go. That's not how Vikings sound. Now, I've got for you skim drilled. Now, skim drilled are great for rings. I showed you earlier with the rose quartz, and the rose quartz is very, very popular. Remember the Wall of Fame with the surroundings of gorgeous, almost like nests of chainmail. You see how they sit? This is why we want them. Clusters. You don't see the matrix of a beady bead with these. They're great stud earrings. We're going to go straight in there with your price tag. ZGC47, only £6.95 for the both of these. That's £3.50, about that each, which is sensational. Now these rounds are 10 mil, perfectly 10 mil, and remember they are skim drilled, which means they're drilled just on the skim, or top drilled if you like, which means they create great clusters. You can't see the makeup of these. These will be good in a beaded chain, perhaps, if you're into your soutachio. £6.95 is a wonderful price. Now, we did challenge Sarah earlier, but to be entirely fair, she has been bead looming. She has done a whole bracelet. So I'm not gonna. I think it was a bit mean, to be honest, to make her use 10 whole strands. We were, oh, Chloe's saying we were perfectly within our rights. Well, you know, Chloe is an actual Kardashian, you know, she's a right little princess. So if she says she wants it, it's got to happen. You don't even want to see her stamp her foot. We've had a text message about my ginger beard. Sissy, hello Sissy. Sissy says, double-sided tape, like the actresses keep their dresses. Oh yes, I know what it's called, T-tape. It is going on my small 8-year-old boy's face. I'm worried it might chafe. Oh, ribbon, that would be a friendly way of doing it, yes. I'm going to send you a picture of my small blonde boy with a ginger Vikings beard. Thanks to Gemma and her wonderful use of the amazing medium that is. I'm not putting this beard down ever. The amazing medium that is needle felt. If you love needle felt, you can make an ace beard out of it for your kids' projects.
It's a work in progress, so I'm afraid
I
didn't get very far.
Aren't the colours beautiful? Well, we can excuse you entirely because we have been really asking a lot of you today, Sarah.
I was going to finish all those wires off it, but it was definitely a work in progress.
I love the tiger's eye one that you've done over here.
That's definitely a me piece. I love that 1.25mm wire. I just love the malleability of it and the way it looks.
Ooh.
So rich.
I love what you've done there, really woven it. Did you hammer it or did you keep it?
No, it's not
There
hammered.
was no time
no
for
time for
hammering.
hammering, no time for any of that, no. But at home you certainly could hammer it, you could texturize it. And if I was at home, I probably in that bottom part, I might add a few little metal charms stamped or hammered.
Oh, I do like that, Sarah.
Yes, a little bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. At £29.95 we had 10 strands, making each strand just £2.99.5 each to be precise. Here they all are. You've got the tiger's eye, the rose quartz, you've got a pendant strand in there as well. So how did you find the bundle? And I know you had so much and so little time today.
Do you know, this bundle is just a dream to work with. I've started making a little pair of earrings as well, which I didn't get very far, but that's a little one of the skim jeweled.
Yay!
I was just going to do some flowers with lots of chain hanging down, and I was going to have a little wax wicone at the top as well, but I didn't quite get there.
Oh, that's so pretty.
But that just shows how those skim drilled rose quartz make beautiful flowers. You know, and once you've made those, you can put them into rings or tiaras or wherever you want.
Fantastic. Now we've had a brilliant day today. The wax wicone still available for you at £7.95. Please don't forget to check out baskets. I am so sorry. We're still having lots of people say, I couldn't get hold of my bead loom. I had it in my basket. I'm so sorry. It's gone. It's gone now. For all of you, for the 300 of you that did get to do have theirs, we have filmed the DVD. It will be out within the next 3 to 4 weeks. At the most. We're being quite conservative when we're saying that, so watch this space. I can't promise we'll have the bead loom in stock when we do give you the DVD. Now, Sarah, talk to me about actually we've had a lot of Kumihimo today.
Yes.
And we've had a lot of brand new jewellery makers.
Yes.
Now, if I'm in the UK, how do I go about getting involved in your workshop, and what indeed is included in your workshop?
Okay, in the workshop we're going to move right through from the very basics of Kumihimo, how to set your disc up, pattern formation, length of cord, how to do all of that, right through to finishing our pieces. We're going to work on the square plate and on the round plate. We are going to then look at possibly going into, depending on everybody's level on the course, I don't know what the levels are going to be, but we're going to move right through to even incorporating wire into our pieces and possibly even some multimedia.
So how do I get involved? We do get fed, don't we?
You get fed, you get the whole day here at JewelleryMaker, you get the tour of the museum, you just need to get hold of the call centre. It's on the 24th of February. Get hold of the call centre, say you're interested in the Kumihimo course, and they will do the rest for you. So, and you get fed, you get to go see the museum, and you get my undivided attention all day long.
And how, do you know what a better way to spend the day. Now we've got a cheeky text message for you, and it's from the lovely Elaine in Seth. Can I just say thank you to everyone who's kept it interactive today. We've had such a wonderful time from all of the interaction from you. Now Elaine says, hi Jenny and Sarah, yippee! She sneakily, does that say?
Yes.
Sneakily ordered hers for an early birthday present. I think she's on about the bead loom here. Well, it is my 50th in 3 weeks. Love to all, Elaine. Elaine, prematurely happy blooming 50th birthday. I hope that's one of many treats that you get for your 50th. You better be having a party. And what about coming and visiting us here at JewelleryMaker? We'll celebrate your birthday with lots of cake. Now it's time to hand you over to the wonderful Fee, who has lots of exciting things to give to you today. I'm going to come on over. Oh my gosh! I know!
Beautiful.
I know. Come with me. I'm going to bring my ginger beard.
Look at this, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
I know. How beautiful.
Later. See you. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. We've got Debs coming up. Look at that. Seriously, she hammered it and everything. Oh my
gosh. There's little textures on there. There's the hammering with the head, and then the extra sort of knife strands in there, and I know it's absolutely stunning.
Imagine if I had my my letter stamper. You could do that on these as well. Look how gorgeous this is. Love that overlapping. So you're going to be taking everyone through, Fee, exactly how to do this today.
Exactly. Exactly.
Super exciting show. So I'm going to leave you to it. Don't go anywhere. Designer Inspiration is up with